It's showtime. What's up, historians? Welcome to the season premiere of season 4. I've been doing this for about 4 years now. You believe it? And this is the second consecutive season where I get the check in the mail, and I'm sponsored officially by Bauer Green Logistics. More importantly, the owner, Donnie Green. Donnie Green? I've heard that name. Why? He drove the truck. He's the kid killer in Pet Cemetery. Get the baby! The red truck driver, the 1988 Peterbilt. That's him. He's the driver. I'm also his booking agent. I just got him his first gig with the red truck from hell with the 1988 Pet Cemetery cast. Miko Hughes is going to be there. Oh, it's going to be a good time. So make sure you follow Historically Haunted Booking, who these are all my clients coming on now. You may even see Donnie, a couple other ones. We got actors, actresses, mediums, paranormal investigators, psychics, fusion dancers, professional wrestlers, authors, witches. Oh, boy, witches, geeks, goblins, and warlords. We get them all, man. So check them out. We got them on now. It's also sponsored by John Green Logistics Trucking Company. Again, appreciate you guys so much for the sponsorship. Sponsor of the week is Rachel King at Candle Witch Co. She got an event coming on, the Huddies and the Hellions. She got a lot of events going on. Got a couple candles she sent me. I got my Salem candle right there from Candle Witch. Look at that. Smells like a burning witch. Look at that. So appreciate you very much. So real quick, we have some intros. All you guys have been sending me intros for the podcast. I got some actors, actresses, psychics. I'm gonna have all my booking agents send me one. But I got a cool one today that I had. It's not visual, it's audio. You guys ever heard of Tony Spera, Ed and Lorraine Warren's son-in-law? He's also the caretaker of Annabelle. He sent me this, so I'm gonna play it for you.
Hey there, folks. This is Tony Spera, Director of the New England Society for Psychic Research, and also Annabelle's caretaker. And you're watching Historically Haunted Vodcast with your host, Adam, the historian ghost hunter.
Tony, what's up? Thank you, Tony Spera, past guest. I met Tony and Judy very much a couple of times. Been to Ed and Lorraine's grave. I've been to the house with grandson Chris McKennell. I went to the house that Lorraine Warren and Warren died in, right in Connecticut. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to them. So without further ado, we got one of our guests already checking in. My girl, Heather Witch and Caminiti, right there, checking in. Awesome. So without further ado, I'll introduce my lady. She used to run the Witch and Life Guide show on Paranormal King Radio Network, a radio show, and now she's still got Witch and Life Guide Network. My first client, I guess, so to speak, Heather Caminiti. Hey, beautiful. Your mute's on. Your mute's on. Can't hear you. Wah, edit.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good. You wish you could mute me that quickly, huh?
No. So Heather makes her own handmade jewelry, bracelets. Look at that. I got a little ghosty on there. We'll be talking about the conventions. Heather is going to be at a lot of conventions. We'll be with Donnie. So that'll be a chance. Of course, we got our first time to be at a convention for the most part. We've been in a couple, but to be vendors, and I was my first speaker was at the Salem Paracon, which was helped put on by our buddy, the Glorious Weirdo. You know who that is, right, Heather?
Mm-hmm. Down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole
again. Thomas Patrick Gormley, the Archangel of the Paranormal. What's up, brother?
What is going on? 2 of the part of the Salem 7. So
yes,
we're off to a good start.
Dude, I love your. We're gonna get into. We got more people to bring on, but your spooky facts, Connecticut, this morning about the what was it? Billy the Kid, the old pirate buried a treasure on an island, and some beheaded ghost.
Well, not Billy the Kid. It was Captain Kidd. Billy the Kid was somebody totally different, but he was a pirate, and it was his last voyage from India to Boston, where they finally captured him, and he was put to death. So that was his last voyage. So it was said that in his log that he had stopped on that island. So the lore is when he stopped there before going to Boston that he buried his treasure there. A lot of people have tried to search for it, but they say the island is like cursed 3 times over. There used to be an Indian land where one Indian lived there in his wigwam by himself, and he sold it supposedly to the Dutch, where they think it might have been forced to sell. And he cursed the land, and anything that's been tried there, they had a hotel, they've had all kinds of businesses trying, and all of them have shut down. So now it's a nature preserve for herons and egrets. So, but you could still go to the island, but it's owned by the state of Connecticut. So there is some rules to it. So.
Yep. As soon as I read that, I told Thomas, we got to go, because you said some people tried digging up the treasure and got pushed out by a headless ghost.
Yeah, Headless Ghost came to see him. That's what they reported. It was in a book. I think the guy that wrote the book, his last name is Doolittle. If you look up the history, he wrote a book about the island and the lore behind it, and that was one of the stories that people found a box. I don't know if it was the treasure, but they got chased off by a headless ghost. So, the only thing
that sounds scary. That makes me want to go spend the night.
We had pirates, treasure, ghost, but we were missing the mermaids. So if we had that, it would have been like complete for you, huh?
Oh my God! Now you got Heather excited. She loves her mermaids.
Yeah,
I love mermaids. I love mermaids. That's true.
I love the folklore. So my next guest I'm going to bring on, I had the extreme pleasure of meeting her and her crew at the Warren Convention. Medium Irene is well, she's a class act, a real good person. She wears a lot of hats. Irene, you're coming in 3, 2, 1. What's up, girl?
Hello. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. What's up? Yeah, absolutely. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good. I don't think you've officially met Heather yet.
I am.
Hi. Well, I mean, I've seen her on the podcast multiple times, so I feel like I've actually met you, which is really funny. So I mean, I've seen your face so many times before, but I just don't know if we've actually talked, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we haven't had that opportunity, so this is nice.
Oh, good. Irene, you wear a lot of hats. Of course, you do your own thing kind of solo, which of course I represent you. But you also have, Private Eye Paranormal. You have Forsaken Souls. You're doing stuff on all these different networks. You got a lot of going on, girl, huh? You don't really stop.
No, it's a little tiring. I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
But it's fun. If we didn't love doing this, we wouldn't do it. So, yeah. Plus, I teach a bunch of 5th graders, so that can get a little bit exhausting too.
Yeah, that can be taxing on itself. Oh, that's good. That's good. You always seem upbeat, with your partners and stuff, and just in life in general. So that's pretty cool. I see you sharing a lot of stuff. I try to keep up. I'm like, I want to share it too, but I'm like, is she there? Okay, she's gonna be there. I'll share it. They're all popping on now. Oh. Yeah, big surprise. Author and professional wrestler J.E. Shook Jeb. What's up, my friend?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, brother? You got someone in a headlock or what?
No, I can't do anything right now. I just had shoulder surgery, so I'm just sitting back recuperating.
Oh, all right. Watching your March Madness. I keep up with your post.
Yeah, I like to aggravate everybody with it, so.
That's all right. You're a Jordan fan. You like your North Carolina. I love Michael Jordan, so that's good.
Well, Jeb, just so you know, I'm from Connecticut, and the Center for Connecticut, his father and uncle I went to high school with. So it's kind of pretty exciting for us all to watch that, a local boy doing good. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of local boys, look what we got here. They ride around in, I don't know, one of their fucking 18 hearses. They make Ouija boards from coffin wood. They're authors and just plain weirdos, and that's why I love them. They took my tour. Danny and Lauren Perez, the Radicals.
Yeah. Hey. Let's see. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 of the Salem 7 are here now. So that's yes.
Right. We're gonna get Irene down the East Coast a little bit. She'd fit right in Salem. Yeah. You ever been to Salem, Irene? You ever been to which city?
Yeah, I used to live in the Boston area for a little while, and I've been there during high times, Halloween, and just to go out and visit. So yeah, I've experienced a lot of it. It's fun.
You'll have to Thomas? In November when we have
to get her at the Salem Paracon with all of us.
Yep.
That's a good time.
With Thomas and Lauren and Danny and me and Heather. We're just gonna put Irene on the flyer now. We had Nate there.
Yeah. I like that flyer. I like the colors of it. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's Melissa, I think, did that flyer. Melissa Serafin,
right?
Serafin.
Yeah.
She is so good. She's like with us the whole time. Charles and I doing the Shaman and the Showman LLC with all these promotions. Yeah. And I mean, that girl is like on top of everything. If you guys ever need anything like web design, reels that she puts together, she's very creative and very, I don't want to say inexpensive, but she's worth every penny because she's always on top of everything. So if you guys ever need anything, look her up.
She does good work. I actually did my little promotion piece for it. Look at this. It's attacking the folks from Connecticut. We got ourselves a sorceress, enchantress, and a good fucking person. What's up, Samai? Samai's Golden Pyramid.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up, my friend?
Hey, what's shaking in here? What's happening?
Yeah.
This is a party. I like it. You guys do like me. You wanted to come on my show.
What are we doing? We're like almost like Connecticut, like New England, Northeast going over this way, or
Irene's Midwest. I want to say Illinois area, but I don't want to give it away. I don't know if she wants to
Come
say
to us, Irene. Come to us.
Well, she's born and bred in Boston, so she's still a New England.
That's true. She's got it in there. Yeah.
Real quick, Danny and Lauren, happy anniversary, you beautiful people.
yes,
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
yes, you crazy kids.
There's nobody else I'd want to make a Ouija board out of coffin wood besides you two.
And maybe a little cremains added in would be okay too. So
Yeah.
let's play spin the host. Heather, you're the host. Go ahead, ask some questions, and then Tom can take over. Let's have fun. Fuck it. Whatever.
Okay.
Every time Irene's on, the show goes south. I'm sorry, Irene. It's not this time, I promise.
I
have like hang up, ready to hang up right when just in
She's
time.
Delete. We lost power. Zink.
Yeah.
All right.
That can
Go
happen.
ahead,
That can
Heather.
happen.
When I start flickering the lights, I'll grab it. What's going on?
Fucking A. You can't be too serious, otherwise, why are you on my show? You're on the wrong show. So, guest Heather Kemenidi, who do you want to ask questions to?
Oh, goodness gracious. Actually, I think Samai, because she's the one that has something this weekend coming right up. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Because you brought it up, and it's actually your sponsor of the week, right?
Oh, speaking of sponsor of the week, she's chiming in. Not Stephen King's daughter, but Rachel King at Candle Witch.
So I want to talk about that a little bit, like some of the stuff that you're planning on bringing and stuff like that.
Oh, sure. Pretty much I'll be doing readings, but I'm going to bring a little bit of my products, like, of course, the paranormal pack. I'm going to be bringing some of the other oils that I make, some of the other specialty oils, and a few of the kits.
That's very cool. It sounds like it's going to be like just so entertaining on top of just the vendors alone. It looks like I can't wait to see pictures of everything you guys do and how it all went. And hopefully everybody in that area gets to go. She is bringing it. Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty intense night. I think it's got a dark theme to it. I already love it because it's got a dark theme to it. So I think it's going to be a very well attended event. Rachel's got a lot of really amazing vendors and performers. So it's going to be an unforgettable night.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was curious. I've been thinking about it all week.
Yes.
She's got two of my clients. She's got you and Jackie from Yankees Betty Creations there. And I know she's getting Angela Flagg, who's an art fusion dancer, belly dancer, one of my clients. She's getting her for an event too. So that's kind of neat that you guys are all involved in that. You're always involved in everything, Samai. You've been to all the Warren cons. We saw you at the first one. Your penis and vagina candles really caught Heather's eye. So that was like,
what's this?
Yeah, those candles were very much showstoppers because people would giggle. They would point and they would giggle and remind me of like third grade. Look at that big penis over there, or is that an apple? Well, some people think it tastes like an apple, but that is actually a vagina candle. So.
People look at the penis candles going, I wonder if that's a model of someone or am I inaccurate? What's going on here?
Well, it was rather large and invasive, I think.
So it is a model after mine then, right, Heather? Wah, wah, wah.
Wow.
Shout out to Rachel King, by the way. I got an invitation to her wedding. She's the one sponsored.
Yes.
Candle Witch Co. So shout out to her. And of course, all you guys. I've got people jumping in. I wonder if I can fit. No. Hey, you guys in chat, Diego, JB Shook, and Jackie. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, hold on. We're going to rotate some people out through. I didn't realize you get such a response. This is going to be fun. All right. So let's finish off real quick. Thomas, play the host for a minute. Ask someone a question.
Danny and Lauren, I just want to bring up, I'm very excited for you guys. You have a children's book coming out. Why don't you tell everybody about that cool project?
All right.
That's good percussion there, Adam.
You always put me on the spot. It's about a young vampire who goes on adventures and stuff, and one of them will actually maybe making its way to Bangor, Maine again.
Yes. Yes, there's a little.
I know where that is.
Yeah, so it's kind of creepy. It's kind of spooky. His name's Count Fangula. He's a little boy vampire. We've written so far 176 stories. Now I'm just illustrating them. I've got one finished, and we've got a lot to go.
Oh, yeah.
But Danny, who does the young vampire run into?
In the very first one, he runs into a guy from Bangor, Maine called Stephen King.
Who's that? I don't know. I'm only obsessed with him day and night. Heather and I gave Danny my first and only tour when they came up here. We saw Paul Bunyan. We saw where Gage got killed. Danny and Lauren threw their book over Stephen King's gate, and a bunch of bystanders are all watching as he goes zink right over the gate.
It was so funny.
It was a great day.
It was awesome. Then we came back, and the book was gone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because it was right there with like the newspaper, and it literally looked like the town just like, here's some stuff you're voting on this week, here you go.
His old lady Tabitha picks it up. I think you got a new book. I'm gonna erase the name Danny and put King. He'll never know. Makes a movie out of your book. Thanks for the mug, by the way, too, Danny.
Hey, yes.
I love when clients send me gifts. All right, Irene, your turn. Ask someone a question. You got it in you.
Oh boy. Let's see. Thomas. What first sparked your interest in all things serial killer and true crime?
I tell you, a lot of people, some people that don't know me that well, I'm in the paranormal, but I had a long career in law enforcement. I went and I was a crisis management in the state of Florida through a prison system. And one of my jobs, just to know the whole Region 3 area, is we took in a lot of the case files of the inmates and we learned how to profile them and all that. And if anything went off in any of the prisons, anything like that, we would have the jump and know how we were going to deal with it. And, after I left there, I always had an interest. I always had this obsession with who's Jack the Ripper and all that, and who's this and who's that. And I always watch all the shows and all that, the true crime shows. When you grow up in the 80s, it's always, John Walsh on and all that, and, the crimes. And so you hear that voice and it's just interests you, it pulls you in. And, just being law enforcement and trying to help people learn, especially nowadays, to avoid people like that and see, especially parents when their kids are growing up, there's signs of it that you could intercede early enough. And when I teach people this on Tuesday morning serial and things like that, but I really got into it to the point where I actually profile historic serial killers, and I have theories on a lot of them that no other profiles have ever had. I think one of these days I'm going to put some of that down in a book and some thoughts about it and see how that goes.
I love that. I got to cut in real quick. When you said Jack the Ripper, a lot of people believe that America's first documented serial killer, H.H. Holmes, Herman Webster Mudgett, H.H. Holmes, I think that he might have been him. I went to his house in New Hampshire. Yes, I got pictures of it. It's in Gilmington.
I know a lot of people.
But anyway, where do you stand on that?
Thought it was him? The what?
Do you think he's Jack the Ripper?
No, I really don't. There's a lot of he says there's 1,000 people that they think were Jack the Ripper, but I really don't. Profiling him, a lot of people don't realize. I think he was misprofiled, and I think that's why nobody could figure out who he is. I think he was really misprofiled. I was on a podcast where I talked about, it was almost like I think Ted Bundy went back in time, because Ted Bundy was such a smoozer with all these murders going on at the time. Why are these women still putting themselves in that situation? But when you had a guy like that with that personality, puts these people at ease, and the next thing you know, it's all she wrote. And I think even though everything was going on, he was that type of guy that put people at ease, or made it look like he was in trouble and did that. So, So Rachel's asked me who my favorite criminal of all time is. Oh my God. I actually, to tell you the truth, I've done probably the person I've done the most work on is probably Dahmer. So I've done a lot of work on Dahmer in the past, because I just think there's a lot to him. He's a lot different than most serial killers. And
he's wired different. There's something. Yeah.
That was a big difference. There's so many different ones. Edmund Kemper just didn't fit a profile either. Once he killed his mother, he felt like he didn't have to kill anybody anymore. So it's just so weird that there's patterns, but nobody's ever the same.
See, I'd say Gacy because he had a handmade drawing of Pennywise from It. So Gacy won my heart with that. But
yeah, Gacy
was still eat my heart too.
Gacy had split personalities. A lot of people, he manifested that, and people missed it. He had two different clown personalities. He would be, there was the happy, clown, and then there was the sad, clowns. He was showing his psychosis, and people didn't even pick up on it. So, because he would go out as two different clowns, two different makeups and all that. Everybody think it was just Pogo. There was, other clown things that he did. So a lot of people, when you dig in, there's more to it than what they show you on TV. When you really dig into the psychology behind it, it's pretty interesting.
Fucking Irene opened up a door, didn't she? Holy shit.
I think everybody's time up. I'm sorry. But...
No. Real quick, is he the same one that represented himself in court and changed his voice when he asked himself questions? Was that Dahmer?
No, that was Rodney Alcala. He was the dating game. And when he got arrested, he represented himself. And for 5 hours, he questioned himself as his own lawyer. So when he was doing the lawyer voice, he'd do a deeper voice. And then when he'd answer, he answered his own voice. I don't know why they let this go on in court. It's just totally insane.
It made for good TV and make money.
I don't know if it was filmed or not or anything, if it was allowed, but that's just, oh my God. Some of the stuff that, why they're just nuts. They're just nuts.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's not that we like them. It's so bizarre to me to wear human flesh as bodysuits. So speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer, I know someone who's got Jeffrey Dahmer's fucking fork. Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Danny's got a lot of crazy items, Museum of Wonders. He's got shit that'll make you white, turn you white. And I'm already white enough as it is out here in Maine. There ain't no sun. But it'll turn me white. And this shit, Danny, oh, yeah. Danny, you have his fork. You guys got any questions for these beautiful people?
God, you go first.
Oh, come on. All right. This is cool. It's like the Brady Bunch.
It is. We got. Hey, I see the Goose, dude. I see all you guys, dude. I can only have 6 at a time. It's a crazy little thing. So hang in there. We'll get you guys on. I wish I could have you all. That sounds wicked whorish, but you know what I mean. I wish I could have you all together.
That'd be cool. My question is for Heather. What was your first paranormal or supernatural event that happened in your life, and how did it change you?
I talked to Adam about this a lot, and I feel like I try to tap back into the very first one, because I feel like I just always knew, and it was always normal, and it was always just it was more natural to me than supernatural. But there was one time where when you actually see your very first proof to yourself that there's something else there, like you heard footsteps when you saw nobody there. And there was a time I was probably about 25, 26 years old, and I was at a friend's apartment, and this apartment used to be a funeral home. The morgue and everything was from underneath. It's still there in Biddeford. And we were all just hanging out in the front room. There's about 4 of us, and my friend had a roommate who wasn't home at the time, but could come home at any time. And the way this apartment was set up is there's a door, because it was a third floor apartment. So the door started at the, the second floor, and then you took stairs up to the third. So the only way to get into this apartment is through this one little door. So we heard the door open. We heard the footsteps come up. Where the room was, it had it was like we were, stoners, so it had like this kind of like a sheer curtain kind of separating the doorway. So we hear him come up the stairs and shut the door behind him, come up the stairs, and then walk past the curtain to go into the kitchen. And we're, being young adults, are like, he didn't even say hi. What the fuck? Go give him some shit. So I get up because I'm the one that always gave people shit. I would.
No,
so I get up,
not you.
I go out there, and I'm like, he's not here. This apartment's very, very small. I'm like, he's not in the kitchen, and I turn and I saw the other roommate's door just start shutting, just start closing. So I went back into, I'm like, he just went into your room. So he, he's like, well, tell him to get the fuck out of there. So I'm like, okay. So I go in and I open the door. There's literally nobody there. And I just knew. I'm like, because I saw the shadow of the person. I heard the footsteps. We looked at each other when we heard the door open. We knew someone was home. It wasn't just in my mind, or it was 100%. You can't tell me something doesn't exist, because I literally saw it. And that right there changed everything, because we know so little about all these different realms and everything. And now I just want to know all of it. And, hopefully that answers your question. It was a very cool moment
too. Helps validate that.
Yeah, it was a very cool moment.
I think
Scary
people
at the
need
moment,
that validation.
But...
Oh, real quick, I want to also say it's worthy of an edit because it's fucking wild. Heather lived in an 1899 home forever with her mom and her stepdad. He's a piece of shit, alcoholic, whatever. So the mom left for vacation for a week, right? Because she couldn't stand him, left him alone at home during the summertime. What happened, Heather? He died in bed and was there for 7 days and in a pool of slush because it was 98 degrees.
He was there. He was in there he was not found.
Shit.
It was 7 days later. She comes home and she just knew from when she pulled into the driveway. You could smell it. You could just smell it.
Flies on the inside like Amityville, bro. And they couldn't.
Yeah, there was a few different life cycles at that point. Yeah. It was 7 days. So that was there was a cat and a dog there the whole time, but the dog, I don't know what the dog ate, but we know what the cat ate. So
the dog was a small dog. He couldn't jump on the bed. So
it was a basset hound, so he couldn't get up there. He couldn't jump up on the bed without help. So
that's a good one too.
Wow. See, there's no love lost on that man. So it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Yeah.
They took his ashes and they threw it out back of a cemetery by a pond and said, "See you later."
They had to go somewhere. Yeah, they had to go somewhere.
Brutal. Lauren, what say you? You can't skip out on me.
Oh, I'm not skipping out. So my question is for Samaya. I want to know, when did you start going into metaphysical and all your wonderful oils and everything? What got you into that?
Oh boy. The oils and stuff didn't come until a few years ago, but the metaphysical stuff, I mean, it's just kind of been around with me ever since I was a kid. I can't pinpoint any specific experience where it's like, oh, this happened to me. Just sometimes stuff would happen. Like I remember one time being in church. I think I might have been, I don't know, 10 or 11 or something, and getting very annoyed in church. It was Catholic church, big, dark, cold Catholic church. And we had just gotten the Eucharist. So, you just got your snack and you go back to the pew and you sit down and you're supposed to just kind of like, be in the moment. And I remember sitting there like, it's so fucking loud in here. I just was hearing all of these people's voices and all of these people talking to God and asking for different things. And it was just like, who are all these people and why do I hear all of this stuff? People aren't even talking, like their mouths are not moving right now. It was very weird. So it'd be just kind of stuff like that, weird little stuff like that. And then becoming a witch, a solitary witch, and then many years later joining the Black Magic Coven, and that for a few years. And then we left that and went to the smaller Black Magic Coven, which I am currently in, but we're not meeting the way that we used to meet for the other one. It's like everybody just kind of does their own thing, but if there's an issue and we all need to come together to fuse our magic to fix something, then we do that. But the oils
do you guys do like Heather does, and you all meet up around a campfire naked and hold hands and run around in pig blood and shit? Or is that just Hollywood?
No, I'm trying to do that. We haven't done that yet.
Okay. Well, it's fun to watch. Whatever. I don't know. Must be a Rob Zombie.
Only
sorry, no disrespect to Maya. No disrespect.
There's no disrespect at all. Just only on the leap years do we do that. But yes. Now we've gone to other countries to have our covens there and do some very heavy, very advanced magic, but it's more for the benefit of the environment, for kind of cleaning up the world and cleaning up, closing some of the nasty, filthy portals that have been opened that need to be closed and shut forever. So yeah, we've done some crazy, very dangerous, weird things, but they were necessities. But the oils, I was kind of instructed that I needed to create healing, and this would be a great way to get it out into the world.
Not to get on a personal note, it's kind of between us, but Samai's kind of done a couple of sessions with me. I almost want to say therapy style. I've gotten into some deep shit, and she sent me some. I thought I was holding up some black salt, which smells terrific, by the way. I put that on all my windowways and doorways. It's all on my floor.
Yes.
I haven't buried the gem in the backyard, but I get the protection eye facing my door. Mm-hmm. And I've honestly, between that and of course Heather every day giving me tough love and talking to me, I've cried a lot less. For those of you who don't know, of course, my past, I did pass away for 39 seconds in a car accident. My mom died. I was homeless. But the person who I bought this house off of, when I bought it off her, she cried both times. She went back to Massachusetts. She's actually like a psychic as well, supposedly. She was here with her husband, and then he beat the fuck out of her and cheated on her and left her at this house. She goes, I've cried in this house more times than I've smiled, and I feel it. When I'm here alone 3 weeks without Heather because of the snow 3 hours north of Maine. Not to bring it on me, guys. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm getting it to a point. I feel it. I'm an empath too, and I think, Irene, you're a medium, but I think everybody's kind of open to it to an extent, right? As far as like a feeling that's left behind. And there's certain times, dude, I'll just sit there and I'll watch an Oliver Anthony song or something, and I'll just like fucking lose 5 pounds of water crying. And sometimes I don't even know why. And I wasn't always like that. So I feel like it's an energy she left here. So anyways, Samaya's been helping me with that as far as stuff. And I've been writing in a journal, and it's been getting better, but I think it's still there. Do you guys ever think something can be truly healed? I'm talking to all of you, really. Do you think something can be literally cleansed? I mean, I burn fucking sage. I burn Palo Santo.
It depends on the situation, I think.
Well, Adam, you already know. You already know that's what I do.
Forgive or forget.
It's heavy sometimes.
So
not just that, but sorry. Well, say the girl across from me, right? Her boyfriend killed their fucking 2-year-old baby like 4 years ago. So there was a murder of a baby right 100 feet away from me. So there's a lot in this little town of Maine. Stephen King's not wrong. Yeah. Maine's fucking nuts. I'll drink to that. Go ahead, Heather. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I feel like you are a very, very, very bright beacon because you bring things to you, and I think you're feeling a lot of the energy. But I'm going to get the backup of everybody here to remind you. I think once the spring starts for you up there, you got to take, because he's had his window sealed for now 14 months, so that no energy or air has escaped his home in like 14 months.
It doesn't stink though. I shower regularly.
I say you can't do that. No, it's not bad. It's just, it's, he wants to make sure it's because it's a home up in northern Maine. You got to make sure you got to seal the stuff,
I live like 600,
so it's not windy. But when spring and summer came, he didn't take them off and open and air everything out.
Guilty.
So
guilty.
Do you do that too?
Yes.
This is a vampire cave.
I work third shift, so it's basically a cave. I mean, I got to keep it dark. I got to keep,
And everybody
keeps saying, "Oh, bring some plants in." I'm like, "There's no light in here. It's all gonna die."
That's why I got a cactus. They don't need light.
We have fake flowers.
Yeah, which are beautiful. You don't have to water them or they don't die. Nothing like that.
But Samaya, I just wanted to let you know that Danny and I are taking a very big vacation in September, and I was told by my daughter not to leave the house without my oils. So I have my protection, my banishment, and my, what was the other one? Domination oil.
Domination oil, yes, I remember that.
So they will be going with me this weekend and in September.
Oh, I love hearing that. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that they're working well for you and that you connect with them because, and I don't usually say this, but my products are alive. And so when I say like the oils are alive and I tell people to tell the oil what you want it to do, be clear on your intentions because there's spirits in there.
Yeah.
That's what makes these products very powerful. There's spirits. They are alive. The oils are alive. The kits are alive. Everything is like alive. The salts are alive. So, yes. And so, Adam,
I love about you guys, and you guys are so passionate. Sorry, I love you're all. This is my family, even though it's a booking agency, and I get it. I work for you guys. I get it. I'm your, but at the same time, like I feel like we're all friends. We all have a mutual respect. I mean, Irene hasn't stopped talking this whole time, but other than that, it's been good. Sorry, go ahead, Samaya.
But when the snow does melt, before the end of the year, hopefully,
promise
it will help when you plant that crystal. It will help to cleanse and clear and re-energize and renew that physical space, the earth space that's around there.
It's my happy spot, like you said, in the back of my home where my fire pit is. That's where I go out there. I grow my weed out there legally. We can in Maine, and I got a med card, so suck it. But I that's my happy spot when I have wild rabbits and hawks, and I hear the train, and I see moose and deer going by. Where I live in Maine, is more animals than people, which is awesome. So I think that little bit of closure will get me because I should be ecstatic. I went from homeless to homeowner like that. Like I own everything. I don't have payments on shit, and my rent's mad cheap. But I just have this. Every day, this drain, not suicidal, but just very much, like I just don't know what's wrong. And all right, we got some more people that want to jump on. Anybody want to dip out? Anybody need to dip out? All right,
I gotta go make pizza.
Stay on here, Heather, and I'll bring you on later. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go backstage.
Well, real quick, hold on. Tell everybody where they can find you. Promote yourself.
You're so much better at that. That's why I have you.
She's a former radio host at the Paranormal King Radio Network of Witch and Life Guide. She turned it into her Facebook page where she makes inspirational quotes, jewelry, little jewelry. Let me see. We got mushroom heads with nice butts for earrings, little trinkets, little things. Cute. She got pens. She's working on a lot of stuff, and she's getting in touch with herself and Witch and Life Guide. I'm in love with the witch. She put a spell on me.
You forgot beautiful dog mama.
Oh, my baby.
Yes,
so
I can hear
beautiful.
in the background, the bulldog. She's getting old. We don't know how much longer she's got left, but we're milking her out. She's getting old, but she's a beautiful bulldog. Daddy loves you, girl. You look just like me. That's what it sounds like.
All right, you guys
better than a fan. I go.
I love it. It calms me. I'm used to it. It's been like almost 9 years of it. She helps me sleep.
She's adorable. I fucking love her. She's gonna be mad at me that I said that. Don't edit.
I won't tell her.
All right. We'll see you in chat, baby girl.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right, we're gonna bring J.E. Hook, author Jeb Hook. Oh no, it's Diego. What's up, co-host Diego?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Here he is.
What's up, Raph?
Hey. How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
Good.
Diego is founder and host of Let's Find Out podcast. He says co-host Diego because he used to be in that's past news. He's the host. Yeah, me and him got a lot of shit going on. You guys want to sponsor his show? Let me know. We'll deal with that. How you doing tonight, my brother from another mother, Mr. Former Pro Wrestler?
Feeling every bit of it. I'll tell you that.
Out in West Virginia, out in the Mothman area.
Yeah,
Not
man,
Mothman, sorry. Mothman, right?
Yes, Mothman.
Yeah.
Mothman,
That's the mountains of West Virginia. Get that right.
I'll actually be down that way this weekend. I'll be at Lake Shawnee.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'll be toward
Awesome.
I'll be toward you.
Man, there's a lot of things going on over here. I mean, there's so many events, a lot of cryptid stuff, man. You know, it's kind of like when I listen to Adam, we talk every once in a while. You'd be amazed the things you find out, the history of the state, if you're not really if you're really in tune with it. It's like Adam, he teaches me stuff every time I talk to him. So it's like, I want to move to Maine, but I hate winter, so it doesn't help me at all.
Yeah, dude. Raph calls me. He's got my number. You guys, if you guys want my number, if you don't have it, you guys can. Raph will be like, I get time. I go, I got a 3-hour drive from Heather's. We just talk for 3 hours on the turnpike about life, pro wrestling. We can market ourselves. What he wants to do with the show. Just different. You guys want to be on a show too? Message me. Message him. I'm sure Raph would love to have you guys on there on his podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. And and I feel bad, Lauren and Dan. I canceled the show the last time. I was feeling terrible, and I think that I'd love to have you scheduled to come back on the show if that's possible.
Anytime.
Perfect. And Thomas, you did a fantastic job. Hey, look at that. Stickers. Beautiful stickers. Always available. You just talk to me about it. And you did a great job on the last episode I had with Robert Ginsburg about the mediums. And then you hit nail on the head, man. It sounded very beautiful. And
thank you.
Great stuff as always.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me to do that because I tell you, when I was on your show, just so awesome. Made me feel so comfortable. We had a good time. We talked about so many different things and some of the stuff I forgot about. It's like, anytime I go on any of these shows, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. It's just whatever comes up.
That's the best way, though.
It's almost 40 years of paranormal, and I never know what I'm going to say. 40 years just coming out. Sometimes it just fits just an alley and just jump on it and just go with it. And we just had a good time with that.
Yeah, it's funny because sometimes you don't even know what you're going to say yourselves. It's almost like something else takes over and just opens up your mind, and you just start talking these things, and it's a very beautiful experience,
That's what you got to love about the paranormal, You never know who's going to guide you. It's like I said before, music's the same way, people that write music like myself, you write a song and then you think about, geez, where did that come from? There's your ancestors, your family. People are always coming through. They're always guiding you in life, and that's what's beautiful about it.
I mean, it's already there. Not to use the pun, but you got to be in tune with it. It's already there. You just got to get it, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. You do a fantastic job. So does Adam, of course. So it's I always feel comfortable on these things. Sometimes a little too comfortable, but tonight I'm good.
No, that's good. That's what I want to be. I want to be entertaining and have friends. It's funny. I sang in a metal band, Culling the Herd, for 5.5 years. We opened up for some famous bands and shit. And I was a songwriter, and it made me think of one of my lines that I love so much. It's about being alone, because I was alone for a while. Mm-hmm. And when you wake up from a dream or a nightmare, like you want to tell someone, I had a bad dream or whatever, right? So I had a line that says, loneliness when you wish to speak of nightmares, but there's no one to fear them now. Instead of fear them, nightmares. Yeah. I thought that was dope. I know it's my own work, so I sound like I'm like cocky, but I always liked that line. I was like, fuck, I thought I came up with that. That's awesome. Yeah. So I like that. I thought, anyway, I don't know what made me think about that. We're having fun.
Adam, that's another thing you have in common with Danny.
Danny sang too?
He was in a band.
Oh yeah, we played.
Tell me this shit. I'm your fucking manager, bro.
Oh yeah, we played all over, man. We did CBGBs. We did a bunch of places. We opened for Guar. Dropkick Murphys. Yeah, it was a good time.
I did shots with Otis Urungus at Wally's Pub in New Hampshire, and then he died, so I went all the way to Richmond, fucking Virginia, Hollywood Cemetery, right? He's buried there, his ashes. He got burned at Tartar Lake. He had a Viking
Dave
funeral in his
Rocky.
costume. And fucking dude, the Richmond Vampire, WW Pool's buried there. He was found in a tunnel with blood and fangs. Oh, don't get me started. Oh man. I'm the Rain Man of the paranormal. I don't care. Yeah, definitely Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, definitely Richmond. Yeah, Virginia.
lot of musicians in the paranormal. I don't think I ever talked about you guys. I was a demo singer for quite a few years before my kids were born. So I did a lot of work in Nashville and stuff. There was a season of Nashville Star that I just missed making it on the show. That was a season Miranda Lambert was on. And a lot of those people I still talk to this day. And, you know, I love to live vicariously through some of my friends I used to play with down there. So it's fun. You know, and then during COVID, I played like a song every night to help my friends out, and it just, you know, it blew up from there. And you know me, I'm always trying to help everybody. I'll do anything I can to help anybody. They come to me, I'll never turn anybody away, and you know that. So
you're one of the biggest supporters. I don't feel like I should pay you for your show. Irene, you're a metal singer too? My head's going to explode.
Nobody wants to hear me sing, so I'll just throw that out.
Well, at least you probably listen to good tunes, then.
Hey, so Adam, real quick, because I know Dustin mentioned this on the last show, and he asked you about how you got started with music, but see, Dustin, he's the best. Moonlight Monster Media. Yes. Do you have anything, like a CD or something? Can you play that for us one day? I haven't heard any of this.
I actually have. You know what's funny? I used to, you know me, I got a personality, right? Even before I died. So I this other dude that I was friends with in a band, hold on, Alter the Tides. He went to a college in Bangor, Maine. Bangor, Stephen King is where I go. Derry, Maine, I'm sorry. So we went to Pennywise's birthplace, and there's a college there called Husson University. It's like a college for like, people walk around with like TV reporters. It's like a media college. People go there for broadcasting school. So he goes, hey, my senior project, my last year of college, I need to record a band. Can we record you at no cost? He goes, the studio's $1 million recording studio. It's got spit guards, soundproof. I go, I ran over there. I got pictures of me with the spit guard thing. I got headphones on, all legit. They got a soundboard. So we recorded, dude, all 9 of my songs that I wrote with my blood, sweat, and tears, man. I cried over some of them. And I'm sorry, I went off subject. I'm passionate about it. I don't talk a lot about it. But I got a CD, man. I'd love to send it to you. Culling the Herd. I joined. I did a tryout. And after I sang for an hour and threw up in a snowbank, they go, you're our man. I didn't know what I was doing. I just go, roar, 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 yeah, 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 for 2 hours, you know? Yeah. It's training when you've never done it. Now it's second nature. I've been up there with Mushroom Head, a band from Ohio. It's an 8-piece band like Slipknot, kind of. We opened up for them. We opened up for El Nino. I almost opened up for Disturbed. Within a battle of the bands, I was that close to opening up for fucking Draymond. That would have been dope. But been on the radio in Maine, signing autographs, couple girls' heads and stuff, guys' heads, girls' boobs, all that shit. I've done a little bit of it. Get drinks bought for me. Nothing super crazy, but everybody in the band had kids. None of them wanted to go to Massachusetts, and I'm just like, let's go. So the CD was the end of it. Sorry, long story short. Short story long.
I love hearing that stuff. That's cool stuff.
It was my passion, man. I didn't have Heather quite yet. I did meet her in the band a couple times. I used to hang myself with my mic cord. I had fake blood capsules and I'd spit it out. And they called the ambulance on me once. I thought I was bleeding. I go, no, it's fake. They go, you got to tell us that. You can't play here again. I go, I had blood all over me. Capsules, you know.
You and Danny must have been like separated at birth. I swear.
It's all about the performance. I used to dress up as a schoolgirl, and I would deep throat frozen hot dogs on stage. Oh yeah, it was
hot.
crazy. Yeah,
that is hot, Danny.
It's all mine. Sorry, guys.
I don't think I ever did anything like that, but I was in a band in high school, in a rock band, and just as a joke, we were doing a Jimi Hendrix song, and Jimi Hendrix used to light his guitar on fire. I was like, of course I wasn't going to do that. I was too poor at the time to be lighting my guitars on fire. So just as a joke, because everybody liked Backstreet Boy or New Kids on the Block at the time, and we had a poster of him and we lit that on fire at a concert. So
How dare you?
Oh my goodness!
How dare you, Irene? All right,
bad.
hey,
It's
someone's
a
gonna
whole
go-
other light I'm seeing you in.
You just went up on the hot meter on my watch, Thomas. That makes me
Yes.
hot. That's awesome. G.G. Allen shit. All right, we got about 15
yeah.
people watching. We got 4 more people that want to come on. Who's going to get the axe? Anybody? Irene?
I'll go ahead and go. I just wanted to shout out Chasing Paranormal just jumped on and said hi. They're from Spirit Realm Network as well. Oh, yep. So I just
Lexi
wanted to
Rue and
say hi to
Brady.
them.
What's up? Love
Yep.
Lexi Rue and Brady Goebel. Good. Yes. Irene, where
Irene,
can
what's your
people
next
find you?
event, Irene?
Lake Shawnee is the next event. We're going to do a live investigation. So, Forsaken Souls Paranormal Research Group on TikTok, you can watch live there. And then I'll maybe try to throw up a little live on Facebook too for a little bit, but you know,
Nice.
we'll probably be doing a lot more investigating. So it'll be fun. Looking forward to it.
That's going to be awesome. Look at that. There's that awesome pic.
And then a couple more events coming up.
Let me
We're
try
also
to
going to be doing some paranormal investigations. So, yeah.
Clifton
I'm also
with
I think in a couple weeks
Ariel.
I'll be on Scott Allen's show too, or next week in May. In May, I think I'm on Scott Allen's show in May.
Nice.
So, yeah. So a lot of fun things coming up.
Oh, another one of my clients.
Yeah.
And I gotta
All right,
get you
first,
back when
before
you
I go,
I want you.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. But you're look at the physical stuff too, like the actual physical body, and check your iron levels and your vitamin D levels. Especially being up in Maine, very little sunlight. Get that looked at, okay?
Dude, she actually
All
cares.
right.
I appreciate you, Irene. I know you did. I know you
All
did. I love that smile. We'll get back to you soon. Be safe, have fun, and we'll promote it. And be safe this weekend, all right?
Well, thank you.
Bye, Irene.
Irene, very good people. Private Eye Paranormal. Let's bring on this man because he's got a show. Oh, where'd Goose go? Oh, he might have logged off. Shit. All right, want to get Goose on. This dude's been waiting for a fucking hour. What's up, author JB? What's up, Jeb? Your mute's
What's
on.
going on, man? Just sitting around here enjoying my pain medication.
You look very comfortable.
Oh,
sir.
you're all good, man.
I am very comfortable.
Cheers.
Oh, what's going on, Raph?
Man, waiting on you to get on.
Ah,
Because I see that you've been out there in the deep woods doing some of that 4x4 stuff, man.
Yeah, I was just in West Virginia a couple weeks ago. Got back, had shoulder surgery, and we're planning
Everybody
out.
goes
I'm
there.
actually sitting here with the show now, but I'm on my phone, and people keep hitting me up because we're going to do some stuff in Tennessee pretty soon. And I got I don't know why everybody asked me to do everything, but I got to figure this all out. So I'm trying to blow them off while I talk to you guys.
You made the right choice.
Look at this guy. He's a man of many hats. So you write a lot of books about true life vampire tales, correct?
As many as I can. I'm working on several right now. I just gotta, I can't really use my right arm right now, so it's kind of hard to write anything. But it's coming along. We're getting some more done here pretty soon. I just have 2 or 3 more out by the end of the year, I hope.
Good. I know that Diego's read a couple, and I know that the last time you came on, or we were on Diego's show, if it was, and people were excited about some of the books because they want to read them. Where can people find your stuff at, my friend? Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon's the biggest one. They go to Amazon.com at books, or you can go to Zombie Media Publications. They have them. I'm trying to get in some stores. If you go to Barnes & Noble, you can order it from Barnes & Noble. So it's out there in a few places.
Yeah, so that episode we were on,
Good.
Adam,
Yeah, I was going to say, I know it's
Shook and I, that'll be out next Sunday. And it was a bit of a train wreck, but it's a fun train wreck because we tried a lot of wrestling stories and then we got into the books. But because Gluteus Maximus was on that, and he was giving you a lot of shit.
Always does.
Nothing better than a strong ass muscle.
he's a heel. He's a bad guy wrestler, so he's got an attitude. This is the one here.
Look at the good looking guys on there.
Yeah,
It's
that was
beautiful.
pretty good.
You're going to sell more books like that.
Look at my smug mug in the middle. There's Zombie Media. Of
There's
course,
Zombie
we can
Media.
find- well, that's probably not the best picture, but that's where, that's a lot of good stuff. They also did Dustin Grammer's Steed's Ridge that we watched on Tubi. Great movie. James Anito and Jackie, I see you guys. We're going to get you on in a minute, okay? Hang tight, you sexy beast. I see you, James. You demonologist, you. So we did a little fun question and answer thing. Diego, you're a host anyway, but go ahead, ask one of these guys or girls a question. What you got?
All right, so far, what's the crazy? If anybody knows Adam, what's the craziest Adam story you have?
You're not at liberty to say. We've talked in secret. You can't tell them.
Well, I'll take the PG-13 version.
What happens in Salem stays in Salem.
Just one time at band camp.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you guys did that night. I was in bed sleeping.
That's true.
Let's just say there was some absinthe and some Edgar Allan Poe type of stuff going on.
Dude, I was on edibles. We had absinthe. Fucking our charcuterie board was flowing. We're talking ghost stories. Danny's teaching us how to make absinthe out of a dead man's eye sockets. It was just fucking crazy.
Oh,
and then,
was in the closet.
Yeah. Thomas's favorite point or part that he wasn't a part of, he wishes he was, is when me, Heather, and Danny and Lauren were all singing the Ramones song on the way to the Hancock House, the Pet Cemetery House in Maine.
That's the jelliest moment of my life. I said I would love to have been in that car. Yeah,
you come up to me. Any of you fuckers come up to me and you know it. You know, ask Danny. I will show you we went to where Pet Cemetery was actually set up in back of the Elks Lodge. Danny got a little sapling. That grow, Danny? That tree from the Pet Cemetery?
It did. I don't know if it's going to make it through the winter, but well, if not, I got another reason to go back.
Yeah.
The best tour ever.
I mean, hands down.
That was a day. It was a long day, but it was so freaking amazing. I mean, it was nonstop. We learned so much. We got the experience so much, and it was, just.
I knew that geeky shit would pay off.
It was laid back. It was very comfortable. It was awesome. If you get the chance, do the tour.
But you guys have one of the greatest pictures I've ever seen with the red balloon in front of Stephen King's house. That was amazing. That
was Adam right there. Yes.
Yep.
I've got the next 2 months off.
Ansel Adam.
I got to come see Adam. I got to go check this stuff out. I've got 2 months off. I got to come check him out.
I got all my client shit right in front of me. All of my client shit. Look at that. Archangel of Paranormal. This is Nate Elwell. I got Salem Paracon. Fucking Diego. Allie the Psychic Medium, who just put out her second book.
It's like the post office wall with the most wanted people there, man. That's pretty nice.
I'm very humble. I don't just take your money and run. I'm very much a fan. This was hand painted by Diego. He sent me.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, I did all right there. Hey, that's my first try too, man.
Nice.
I've gotten books and mugs and stickers and T-shirts and even fucking Jackie, before she's even my client, sent me a mix of from Yeki's Betty Creations, sent me a mix for chocolate chip cookies. I think I still got the glass skull. So I'm a fan first. I just love fucking helping people that need to be heard. That's why I want to bring you guys on. Diego, where can people find your format, my brother? You're all over the place, right? Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm TuneIn, Pandora. I'm on Amazon on the podcast, and I almost had a little mishap not long ago with Spotify. Thank God that nothing happened. But YouTube, on Rumble. So if you want to find out more about all that kind of stuff, just go to my Facebook, go to my X, and then or go to Adam. Adam always shares my stuff around and does a great job promoting. Numbers are going up. And then before I go, I'll be in Berryville, Virginia. They're having an event on the 20th, April 20th, Halloween in April. A lot of great vendors and actually some people who've been on my show will also be there, some authors. So they'll be selling a lot of their books. And then I got my shirts and caps and, I got some great UFO stuff too. So if you're ever in Berryville area, please stop by. And Snarly Yao, he's the man putting the event together. Yeah, he's a great guy. So very busy. So stop by, say hello. And all that fantastic stuff. And it's great meeting you all finally, almost semi in person, and look forward to working with all of y'all and having you all back on the show. And hopefully, new guests as well. And Jeb, you finally got up from the couch, buddy. You okay?
Yeah, I got to move around every once in a while. I'll just sit and rot. But got a few months off of work, so I'm going to enjoy as much as I can. And that couch is my best friend.
All right, man. I hope you heal better soon, my friend. But it's nice meeting y'all, and You know, and 4 a.m. comes very early, even in the mountains of West Virginia. So I'm gonna hop off, and it's been a blessing knowing all of y'all. And if y'all ever want to talk to me or text me, please. The phone line's open 24/7, but I won't be awake. But I will answer you eventually.
Yes, Raph.
Well, hey, real quick, Diego, too.
Yeah.
You've had samples. You've had samples from me and from Thomas on your show. You like promoting other people. You're all about the
Absolutely,
serial
dude.
killers and the authors, and you're doing a lot of good stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of big things coming from Diego. Check him out, because co-host Diego, that's what it is for now on Facebook. I just shared it. But check this man out. He's got a lot of big things going on, dude. I couldn't say enough good shit about you.
Thank you. And a new project coming soon. And Adam, I need you there with me. I need you all there with me. So I'll be announcing that probably within the next couple of months.
Yep, we're there with you, bud.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You help this man. You share this shit. He will share yours. Diego's a fucking supporter too. Love you, brother. Be safe.
Sir. Have a good night.
I'm gonna have to head off. I'm gonna have to head off too, because I got class to go to. So it was nice being on with.
Where can
all
people
of you
get your
tonight.
protection kits? Where can people order your protection kits, Samaya?
Oh, the paranormal packs. They can just message me on Facebook Messenger. That would be an easy way. Or you can email me at samayasgoldenpyramid@gmail.com.
Or Adam Began, Historically Haunted Booking, and I'll switch you through. If you want any of my guests you've seen tonight on a podcast, you want them at your show as a lecturer, speaker, hit me up. Thomas Patrick Gormley runs a lot of events too, but hit me or him up and we'll see what we can do. So much love. Be well.
Okay.
Samaya, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
all right,
miss
everybody.
you. So we'll
Good
see each other
night.
soon.
Take
Yep.
care.
She does a lot of good shit. All right. We're going to bring on Jackie Marlin from Yankees Betty Creations. What's up? Thank you for waiting, Jackie. I really much appreciate you. Look what I got still.
Yes.
Oh, your mute's on. Your mute's on.
Got it. Sorry. The dog was barking. I had to put it on mute before.
You've been waiting for like an hour, girl. I'm so sorry. We've been having a good time.
But the dog. You're good. Just the dog was, you know how dogs are. They just are loud, especially the 120-pound ones. I'm like, I gotta mute this before I end up on, and she's like just barking in my face.
You got like a Great Dane or something?
Mastiff mix.
Oh,
Scooby Doo!
Right on.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yes.
So I gotta talk about real quick. Obviously, how are you? How things going? You got a big event with Rachel this weekend, huh?
Yes. Can't fucking wait for that.
The Honeys and the Hellions.
Yes. Rachel gotta make it as big as she can, which can't go wrong.
She's got dancers and vendors and fucking bakers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. So I got to ask you, because I've never actually had you on as a guest yet. We're still going to make an episode and get you on. I know. But I want to ask you this while we got you here. What got you started in baking? Like, you're a culinary artist. You've gone to school for this stuff. You make some good creations.
Yeah. So I went to school for it maybe like 15 years ago. It's hard to, I lose track about this time. But my dad's side of the family, everyone was into cooking. Like, my Nana grew up partially in France, so that entire side of the family, they can cook. And I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do something different. So I went for baking. And it turns out I just had the knack for it.
But you got a horror touch to it, almost an Elvira feel with the skulls and the bats.
Yeah,
so it's cool.
I have been obsessed with Elvira since I was a kid. So
did I call it or what, bro? Did I call it?
Yes. So besides Yaki as a nickname, my other nickname is Elvira.
Nice.
I've been obsessed with Elvira since I could remember.
I got the newest Elvira, the new edition one that came out in like 2012. I met the author at a comic book store in New Hampshire, and he signed my Elvira #1 of the new series. But
I'm jealous.
If I was fucking prepared, I'd have it ready. But I got that in my collection somewhere. But it's yes. Look at all my beautiful people here. Look at Danny smiling. Danny, have you met Jacqueline yet? Or Jackie? Is it pronounced Jackie, right?
Yeah, we've met.
Oh yeah.
You have met. All you
Yeah,
guys,
of
you
course.
must have been at conventions in Connecticut. Thomas, you met Jackie?
I'm not sure.
Whenever they're around, I always buy. Whenever she's around, I always buy her things.
Yes, Lauren's always a big
Bags.
supporter.
Yeah.
Well, I met you guys at the Warren Con. Actually, Thomas even had a table there with Charles Rosenet. And you gave me at no cost to me just a little thing, and that stuck with me. Then you wanted to be my client, and I was like, fucking A. So I go to bat for you, and I support your shit. So I appreciate you.
Yes, you do. So I'm not sure how. I mean, the mixes are always going to be around, but if all goes well, so this is still in the works, but I may start a bakery stand locally in Connecticut.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I seen that you sold some of your stuff at a local store, and I liked it and shared it. But
Yeah.
you're actually going to be set up full time.
Yeah. I'm just,
Like-
it's time.
Like Two Broke Girls, and they sell cupcakes out of their fucking
Exactly.
I love that show.
Exactly
Nice.
like two broke girls, but one broke Yaki.
Hey, man.
Yaki needs money to feed the 120-pound dog.
But yeah, you're always smiling. You're taking life as it is. All you guys are. So real quick, one of my newest clients, he's a demonologist, and I believe he's from Rhode Island area. So we got a bunch of New England motherfuckers. James, the demonologist, Anita. What's up, Sailor?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Up, buddy? Good.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Lauren and Jen. Hey, Jackie.
Chilling out with Beanie the Medium, a couple good people there. I appreciate you, James, very much. You got a lot going on too. Don't you get an event soon? Yeah.
Yeah, got an event like every weekend coming up the next 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of. I will say, I think you fit right in with the Salem Con. Now that Thomas and you are here, and I can be the middleman. Thomas runs it. You want to go on? I'm the agent for both you guys. So I think we can have a little friendship here. If you can come down to Salem, I think you and Beanie would have a good spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pass it over to Charles at some point, Thomas, not to put you on those Reddit.
Yeah, Jimmy's a good dude, you know, and
he was there last year. That's where I saw him again after a little bit of a hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff coming up that we've talked about when we were up in Salem, and I think it's important to get it out there. Whether table just talking and all that stuff. So which is
yes, Tom, send me some dates after this, and I'm pretty sure we can work it out.
Oh yeah, we'll get that going.
Or send it to Adam, and Adam can. Regardless, whoever wants to deal with it.
I gotta get you, Danny. Danny and Lauren, and you separately, obviously, but I gotta get you both on a podcast as well as that's part of the obligation. And I got a couple lined up for you too, James. I want to send you some dates. Some dude messaged me, wants you on. Tim
right.
Shaw, you know Tim Shaw.
I know Tim. Yeah.
Okay. He goes. You think James would come on? I go, yeah. So I appreciate that. People do actually take me seriously and message me because. Yes, he is a good dude, Brandon. Brandon's a big supporter of the show. He helped load up Annabelle with me at the Warren Con. Brandon donates like $12-15 every show. Not going to lie. Send stars like Brandon does. I get like $60 a month from this cat. You're pretty much going to be part of the agency sooner than later, Brandon.
Yeah, I know Brandon very well. We actually had a weekend together in South Carolina at the Klondike.
Oh.
Brandon's a good dude.
Viper Paranormal, VPR Paranormal, Brandon. Good Brandon Golding. Yep. So I appreciate you.
I love his wife, Kimmy, too. Shout out to
Kimmy Gold. See, you fucking know, cat. Yeah. What's new, James? Man, you've been all over the place. Fucking Dracula's Castle. You've been to Ed and Lorraine's. You've been to the Warren Cons. You've been to Arizona. I got to ask you, brother. I'm going to have you on and save some questions when you're on. But what's one of your bucket list, man? What's the place you haven't gone you'd like to?
Well, my bucket list adventure is Japan, but I'm actually as of like last month, I'm supposed to go there September 2025. So I'll be going to Japan in 2025.
Oh, nice.
Jackie's back. Oh, Japan, the Japanese suicide force. I was gonna say, you've been to Maine. I met you in Portland. You, me, and Heather hung out in the back of the police car, remember?
Yeah, hung out in the back of the police car and smoked a bone a few.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, we smoked a little weed in the back of the police car. James, I didn't want to know if you want. I didn't know if you were cool with that, but
yeah, I don't care, man.
When I used to be friends with Chris Sanders before he kind of fucked me over, I went to his Paracon. That's where I met James, and yeah. So don't ask me to do anything with Sleepy Hollow because I won't do it. I won't talk to him.
Well, yeah, the first time we really met Adam is like when we actually got to sit in your car and we were just chilling and smoking, and we just had a great conversation, man. And like we just clicked. It was the start of a great friendship.
I appreciate you, and even Beanie. I love you both very much. And to see you guys at Salem Con, I was like, fucking A, you came right up to me. Both of you did. And you got, of course, your beautiful baby. You're a proud papa. So between that and demonology, you're wearing a lot of hats too. So I've been doing a thing where I ask people to ask fellow clients questions. Jackie, you want to ask one of these beautiful folks a question? Play the host for a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm not good at this part.
I'll put you on the spot. Oh, real quick.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
Real quick, cryptozoologist and director from Moonlight Monster Media, Dustin Grammer, who's also his truck.
No, what got you into demonology? How about that?
Oh gosh. I'll take.
I know it's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question. I'll just say that I was interested in the dichotomy of good and evil, and basically my hatred of God at a young age really kind of led me down a dark path, and I started investigating. And basically, I thought that investigating wasn't good enough for me, in the sense of not that I was better than it, but when I was starting to get involved in residential cases, there was a like, oh, I can leave. Here is the data. You're not crazy. It's haunted, or you don't have a haunting. But then when people did have hauntings, and then I left their house, I felt a little empty, that I couldn't help them any further. So I got involved into ministry work and demonology about the same time. So that's really what got me into demonology.
Wow. Pretty solid answer. What's up, my friend?
Hey, how's it going? Good evening.
That is director of Steeds Ridge and Moonlight Monster Media, director and cryptozoologist Dustin Grammer, musician as well. What's up, brother?
Hey, how are y'all? How are y'all?
You look like Cameron Grimes, the wrestler.
I look like who?
Cameron Grimes. It's a wrestler from NXT. Kind of comes out like a cult leader from the South. He looks like that.
Yeah, I was just dressed as one of my characters that I do from my reel, just to do something different. Not really how I look.
I was going to say, that's the guy from Steeds Ridge, ain't it? You fucking guys. My clients are look at you guys. I can make a comic book out of all of you, and that's a good thing. But seriously, all you guys got a great fucking personality. I mean, James looks like the pretty boy, but he's a fucking nut too. Smoke a bowl with him, you'll find out some shit. So he's the exorcist. He's the exorcist favorite
like
brother.
The Brady Bunch right here, like in the squares with the Brady Bunch.
Fucking Dustin, you can keep those shades on, man. I just dropped some acid. I want that to kick in 20 minutes. It'll be good. Put those shades back. Fuck. Oh, what a nut house. Great question, Jackie. James, brother, you got any questions for any of these beautiful fuckers? Danny? Dustin?
Yeah, no. For Lauren and Danny, where the hell's the barbecue sauce at?
Well, we got a batch that's going to come out in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. It's going to be about 10 gallons.
Oh, geez, man. Yeah. I will give you guys a shout out and say I'm a barbecue sauce aficionado, man, and you make some of the greatest I've ever had in my life. So take that as a big compliment, because every time I go to bed and I have sweet baby Ray's, I think of yours and I cry myself to sleep that I didn't have your barbecue sauce.
Man, thanks. Appreciate that.
I got two of that, and Heather gave me her other thing of pickles. I'm out of both his homemade pickles. I'm out of two of his barbecue sauces and his peanut butter taco sauce. I'm out of that too. So
I have one quick question for Jackie.
Yeah.
Do your mixes come in sugar-free anymore, or have they ever?
So I can make them in sugar-free. I don't generally offer them that unless it's like a special order, just because I don't get enough orders for them.
Okay.
But for you guys, obviously, if you're ever interested, I will make it.
Yes. Definitely.
I put on.
Oh, Rachel puts her barbecue sauce on meatloaf.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Rachel K's doing
That's the best place for the barbecue sauce is the meatloaf.
Yes. Rachel King sponsored the show, courtesy of George DaCosta. George DaCosta's like, here's 10-week sponsorship. Give 2 to so-and-so, 2 to so-and-so, 2 to so-and-so, 2 for you, and 1 for me. I'm like, holy fuck. I'll take your cool money. Yeah, I appreciate you sponsoring the show, George. And he's a good friends with Rachel. Rachel's putting on the hold on.
Hotties and Hellions.
Hotties and Hellions, a bunch of burlesque dancing chicks. Look at Dustin's eyes. Whoa, burlesque dancers, burlesque dancing girls. We got fucking Yaki's gonna be there. We got Samaya's gonna be there. We got, I mean, you name it. I wish I was closer. Connecticut's got a lot going on. Thomas Patrick Gorman.
We do.
The Shaman and the Showman. He runs a lot of events. Up there too, the haunted trolley, the crazy trolley. That's on the crazy train.
Yeah, going off the rails on the crazy trolley. That's coming up this weekend. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow I think we barely got many tickets left. So tomorrow and Saturday on the Shoreline Trolley, we're meeting up at the Transylvania Restaurant, which is haunted themed, of course, with all the monsters. And then we'll be going by a nice old cemetery, and then onto the haunted trolley, where the trolley museum is actually known to be haunted. And then on the rails of the trolley are known to have been a boy that was hit by the trolley and killed years ago, and they still see his apparition. And so we'll be bringing a group of people out. What I do in these events, is Charles is the showman, I'm the shaman. So I have all the equipment, and I teach people the right way on how to investigate and how to get in touch with the spirits the right way, and how to help them, or anything that we have to do. And, the psychology behind it, the metaphysical side of it, anything you could think of, because I want people to learn, how to respect the paranormal, and if they want to do it themselves. But I have people of all different, like newbies, people that have been doing it for a while. And I like to keep people aside one-on-one and really, show them and give them my knowledge that I've gotten over the years, 40 years of this almost. I think a year and a half from now, it'll be 40 years since I started.
Wow.
Hate to age myself, but what are you going to do?
Hey, you're like a fine wine sailor. You get better every fucking year. Fuck that shit. Yeah. I'm going to be 45 this year, and I'd rather be 45 than 20, especially the way the world's in. Am I right, James? The way the world's in right now, and everybody thinks that they're animals, and they don't know what they want to be called, and shit's going on, and taxes, and I'm glad I'm on my way out. No offense. You guys can hunt me in like 20 years.
If you've seen my Facebook clip today, I'm Thursday.
Oh, great.
Shout out to Candle Witch. Yes, she's good. Can't wait. She says, I appreciate you, George, too. George is God. Yeah, George has donated a lot of money to the show. Haunt and Flaunt next week at the Conjuring
Can I say
House.
something really quick, Adam, and all that? There's a lot of us that are in Connecticut. We do a lot of shows, and, Connecticut's one of the most haunted states. And, we all know each other. We all do these events and all that, and it's just great. I love seeing the success of it. And we have to remember that we all need to help each other, because the more success we have, the more we promote each other and not have that divide, the more people that'll come and learn about the paranormal. Rachel's show this weekend is going to be fantastic. She does such a great business with the candles. She does a lot of shows, and I do my shows.
Okay, well, Thomas, riddle me this.
It's what you have to do, to push this stuff forward.
Well, riddle me this, Thomas. Then why is there so many, and pardon my language here, because I know it's a family-friendly show, but why are there so much backstabbing cocksuckers in this field to where if you do something, 25 people got to bash it. If you don't like something, move on. That's why I kind of left the field, and I'm kind of into the movie part now. I'm working with Donnie, and I'm working with Sandy Johnson, because paranormal, as much as I hate to admit it, you guys are all part of that family, but it's getting not old, but there's people starting groups on straight hatred.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the psychology.
I'm talking to fucking Dylan Gray. Dylan Gray blocked me. He's been talking shit about Mary Jo Chudley and a lot of people. He's been talking shit about Tony Spera, and him and his wife blocked me because I had Tony on, and I've been friends. Dylan was my second guest ever on this podcast, so I'm calling people out, dude, because I got nothing left to lose.
Yeah,
if
well, let me give you
hate.
Let me give you the psychology behind it, Adam.
That's about it. Suck it sideways.
Let me give you the
Oh,
psychology behind it. I know it
I'll serve
upsets.
it to you.
I know it upsets a lot of people. I'm very Switzerland. Charles and I will promote everybody. We listen to everybody. We'll do anything we can and all that. We want to promote everybody, each other. no matter how I feel about anybody, it doesn't matter. It's all about the paranormal. We all do different shows. We all need to come together because this is what happens when you have a divide like that. That divide, when it pushes aside, it means if somebody's running a show and they really like that person, they'll go to their show. But if their competitor doesn't like them and says enough things, you take away from that one person. But all the vendors at that place don't get to see these other people. So you're only hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting your competitor. It's all about the paranormal. We need to stop this. You know, some of us people that have been around for a while, you know, we've never fought like this. You know, I've known Tony for over 30 years. You know, I've known these people. It's about the paranormal. It's not about you as an individual.
No.
Whether you hate somebody or not, you need to put it aside and worry about what's at stake. We need to teach people about the paranormal. We need to help these vendors that we hire to come to these places so they can show their product. Like, you know, Jackie has her stuff there. We want more people to come see her. But if you divide that, not as many people are going to come see Jackie to give her that opportunity. You know, you can't do that, you know, and I'm very passionate about this. It upsets me because I'm dealing with a lot right now. Being a promoter, when somebody says, oh, don't have them at your event, I won't show up. Why? You're taking away from the other vendors, you know?
You know how many people...
I can't know who hates who and who does. It doesn't matter. I'm running a business to help people learn about the paranormal, to help these vendors, the people learn about these vendors and what they know and their knowledge. We need to stop. That's it.
You know what's funny? I asked Dave Childress to come on my show, and he's friends with Chris Sanders, and he told me no. He's the only person that's ever said no to me. I've had I have people in movies that come on my show. So I said, fuck you, Dave Childress, and I blocked him.
But we need to get over that. You know, Adam, I love you.
You don't like my
show.
Adam,
I love you. I know that hurts you and all that. I know that hurts you and all that. For me, I'm not that type of person. I believe everybody, you know, that pushes the paranormal forward, whether I like them or not, I'm so happy that they push it forward. There's people that, you know, I don't get along with, but I promote everybody. I don't care. It's about the paranormal. It's not about any of us. And we have to remember that.
People spitting in my face. That's the only difference. He's the only fucker that's ever said no. I've had Sandy Johnson, who's Mike Myers' first kill in Miss Playboy 74, say, okay. But fucking Dave Childress says no because he's fucking Sandy Storm or whatever the president fucker's name is. Whatever. I don't care. I'm like Danny. I'm Switzerland until you rub me the wrong way because I don't owe no one nothing. And then it's bring it on like Donkey Kong because I got a voice and I got 18 people watching right now. They're going to go tell Dave, Adam talk shit. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Well, I totally appreciate that. You know, we're all different. We all have different ways of looking at things. And I just can't be that way. You know, I got to look at myself in the mirror. If I'm happy with me, then hopefully everybody around me will feel that energy. And that's what I try and put forward. I want everybody to have a great time at all the events.
Mary Jo's husband, what's up, Will?
Yeah, I have so many events coming up, you know, with the Haunted Trolley coming up this weekend, the Connecticut Paracon, which most of you are going to be at, you know. And after that, we have the Psychic Fair. That's going to be in Dudleytown Brewery. You know, and then the
Dudleytown, Connecticut.
Yeah, we got so much stuff going on, and I want everybody to go there. If you don't like somebody, put it aside. Remember, there's other people there to see. This is like our community to come together.
I ran into a Chris Sanders at Warren Con. He called me a hater, and I sat there. I said, yeah, how's it going? And then I worked the other way. Monique Too Soon, all them people. They don't really dig me. That's fine. Yeah. Whatever the fuck. Sam Brutalis don't care for me, and I feel bad for him. I get it. I don't wish hate. I don't sit there at night and you know, jerk off on goat blood for these people. But at the same time, it's like I'm not going to go kiss their ass either. Yeah. I'll promote people if they're decent. Like Danny and Lauren, I'd walk through the gates of hell for everybody watching right now. James, all you fucking guys. Tony,
we try our best to maintain Switzerland. You know, we try to maintain Switzerland. We hear this, we hear that. We just make little mental notes. You know, make a mental note and in one ear, out the other ear.
Danny. You're a machine. You haven't.
And the thing is, it's like you're saying it's all about the paranormal and stuff like that. It is, but at the same time, for us, it's not even really about that. It's about helping people.
Yeah.
You know, we want to find the answers, but more importantly, we just want to help the people. And if this one doesn't like that one, that one doesn't like this one, that doesn't matter to us. The only time we really see most of the people is when we vend. And vending, we only vend so that way we can pay for our expenses when we help people because we never charge anybody.
Right.
Yeah. You guys know,
You know?
that's why we get along. We do the same exact thing. The reason why I do a lot of this stuff is, I don't charge people when they're going through trouble and they're at their last resort and they need help. I'm not worried about who hates who or anything like that. I'm worried about my client. My client has a paranormal issue.
Oh, Dawn. I see you, Dawn.
They can't sleep. I need to help them. All this other stuff is great, but you have to remember what it's all about.
Well, I was going to say,
people. That's what it is.
For James, every fucking Conjuring House, Transylvania, Annabelle, Lizzie Borden house, there's about 100, maybe 200 home cases that you don't talk about because you have respect. So there's a lot of unsung hero act, and that's why you guys, I don't just have you on because it's easy money and I have you on because I believe in all of you and all your work, what you've done, and I'm not going to have fucking pieces. Jackie, you ever done a ghost hunt?
I'm sorry?
You ever done a ghost hunt, paranormal adventure thing?
So I've never actually been on one.
Virgin blood, guys, we need it. We need to bring her.
I know, Jack, you're in Connecticut. I'm going to have to take you on one.
I mean, I am 100%.
You got to come to one of the
ready.
events.
Let's go.
You bring the cupcakes and you can come.
Oh, I got you. I got the baked goods. I got the snacks.
That'd be awesome.
We'll have to have you over. The couch that we're sitting on right now, actually where Lauren is, the previous owner put a shotgun in his mouth and pulled the trigger.
Well, so I have family or had family and everything that has dealt with all of it, but personally, I've never. But also, even in my own 1 block radius in my neighborhood, we've had lots of things happen, including people shoot their heads off and all sorts of fun stuff. It's Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stress
So
in Connecticut.
I am always ready and willing.
Oh, yeah.
She's got the goods. What kind of goods are we talking about, Rachel? We're going to keep it PG-13 to an extent, all right? That's me now. No, that's cool because you're open to it. And I think now that you're part of the agency, you'll get a deal. I think a lot of these people run events. A lot of people always tell me if it's one of your guys historically in the booking. I think James has said that. I know Thomas has. We get some sort of deal because we're all family. We take care of each other. I think that's what's great. I need to hang out with. Yeah, I think everybody needs to hang out with Danny. Do you guys see the Ouija board he made me? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
You gave me that at the Salem Con. So let's go. Rachel said. All right, Dustin's back. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys, I got to go put my kid to bed, so I'm gonna get going.
Oh, James. All right, James. Where can people find you if they need help or they want to talk to you or anything good like that? Events and stuff.
Facebook, James Anito. I just started a group with Father Bob Bailey of the Roman Catholic Church, Presidium Warriors of St. Michael. And you can reach me at 401-808-7416. If you are really in need of help, give me a call, text me, and I'll be there.
I got your number, Jimmy.
Give Medium Beanie a hug for me. Give the baby kids a hug for me.
We'll
talk soon. We'll get you on some podcasts and all that good shit. Some events. 2024, James Anito, guys. Demonologist. Good man. Check him out. Oops.
So
sorry, I went to go
we're actually getting ready to head out too.
Okay.
We're gonna bow out too. We got to get ready. We've got an event tomorrow through Sunday, so we got to get the car packed and all that good stuff. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Go get the hearse packed. Let me know when you got Hearse Hub up. Heather wants to know the premium package of Hearse Hub or whatever the fuck. Lauren and Danny Perez, happy anniversary. The Radicals.
Yes.
Thank you.
Owners of the Museum of Wonders. That's going to open up soon. You can spend the night where Jeffrey Dahmer's fork is. Maybe have some ice cream with it. Also got Creepy Chronicles, DLP Photography, Mass, MASSCONN, MassCon Paranormal. Christ, they're all over the fucking place. Lauren and Danny, Radical authors. Hey, you took Historically Haunted Tours first cherry. You guys took the tour. I'll never forget that. You gave me some good money and free food and we went out to Governors. Man, I'll never forget that, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the tour.
Awesome.
Let's go.
We need many more of those days.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
All right. We'll talk soon, brother.
All right,
Love
man.
you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Catch you later.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Jackie, you got to go, you said?
Yes, I do. Gotta go
Right,
take care of that
have.
120-pound beast.
Oh, I thought you were
I
taking
appreciate you
some
talking.
baked goods out of the oven.
Well, I mean that too.
Yes.
Hey, we'll
Don't let
get
them
you on
burn.
soon. We'll talk some bacon shit. Probably get Rachel or Heather on as co-host. We'll shoot the shit for a little bit. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, Jack. Thank you for
Yeah.
being
All
part
right.
of the team.
Nice
Bye,
meeting
guys.
you.
Hi, guys. Awesome.
All right.
Thomas, you've held on longer than anybody, my brother. I appreciate that. That
I don't
scotch is
know.
rolling good.
I'm off tomorrow. You know, I'm off. Well, not really off. I got to do the haunted trolley event. That's going to be awesome. But that's not till later on in the night, 7:00.
See,
So.
Dustin's been saying he wants to make his way to New England. I think between me showing him Maine, you showing him Connecticut,
Yeah.
I think Dustin would move to New England.
Oh man, yeah. I've been to New England. Did we cut through Connecticut just a little bit? I'm not sure. Yeah, we did. I do remember. Not much of it though. Because we went all the way to Salem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Radicals are the best.
You probably went through Connecticut to get to Salem if you drove.
Yeah, we did. I think we just went through just a few hours of it, like maybe an hour or so. That's been like 12 years ago. I can't remember last week.
The Constitution State. That's where everything started, though. You got what's his face there? Who's that guy that they drag through? Benedict Arnold. They have a parade to him. They hang him and drag him through the streets.
Oh yeah.
Connecticut's got, you name it, the Warren House, WWF wrestling headquarters.
Well, do you know why they call it the Constitution State? Don't you?
Because of the shit.
Do you know? No, the Constitution State. The reason why is back before our country was a country, when it was signed in, 1779, I think it finally got signed or something like that. It was years after 1776.
A couple years after 76.
Their independence.
Yeah.
But the Constitution now is based off of, in Connecticut, the first ever, Constitution that gave people, kind of the rights to vote, those types of things, was in Connecticut. There was only like 3 towns at the time, and they all came together and they made this pact back in the early 1600s. And that's the first time in the New World that there was a type of constitution that was done. And they based everything off that later on for us, our democratic type of way to vote and give people the right to vote, or the right to pick people. That started in Connecticut first. So that's why it's called the Constitution State. So I guess I'm giving away one of my Thursday, maybe down the road I could do a little bit more into it, a little more detailed, but the Weird Spooky Facts Connecticut, so, yep.
Well, this is a longer version, which is good because you kind of need more detail, because that's a big detailed thing.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy because anytime I do these things, Tuesday morning cereal, the word origins, all that.
Facebook
on TikTok,
and TikTok,
all this stuff, I got to do it in under a minute. So I have to record it in under a minute. And there's so much other detail. And then, it's like I tell you, if you have a podcast, you want me on to talk about a little bit more in depth about all this other weird crap that I talk about, I'd be more than happy to do that. Whether it be serial killers, weird word origins, where they come from, just stuff in Connecticut, just anything in history, because that's my thing. I love history. Doesn't matter.
But you're open to everything. You're open to aliens. You're open to Dustin, like monsters, cryptozoology, like Dustin loves Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all that shit.
Oh God, I love all that stuff.
You gotta have the umbrella of the paranormal, so to speak.
It's all paranormal. It's all intertwined. UFOs, cryptids, anything metaphysical, interdimensional. It's all paranormal because none of us really understand it. That's what makes it so fun, and the chase of trying to figure it all out. And I don't think we ever will, but I think it is all intertwined. I remember I was talking about a friend of mine. We used to talk up in New Hampshire. We used to sit by the Mount Washington Hotel, and we used to see who could out-weird each other.
Shining Hotel.
Oh yeah, we would sit there until 5 a.m. talking about the weirdest stuff to see who could out-weird each other. And one of the things he always told me was, let's look at it this way. We have the Loch Ness Monster, we have Bigfoot, we have all that stuff, but when you think of a ghost, what do you think of? You think of some 1800s person, all this other stuff. But what if I were to tell you, when you see Bigfoot, who's to say that it's just not a ghost of a Cro-Magnon man, Neanderthal, whatever, or the Loch Ness Monster is just a ghost of a dinosaur? They all lived at one time or another. Who knows? That's why we're not able to catch them, I guess. We see them, but we're never able to really grasp and catch.
You ever heard of that theory,
That's
Justin?
a good concept. I've heard. I watched a couple of different shows this week, and I listened to one podcast where somebody emptied a gun in a Bigfoot's face and did no damage. So that's a interesting take. Like it just continued to move how it was moving, and so okay, so why do guns not work?
Yep,
it's a good way to look at it.
It like is. A skinwalker, right? Like a skinwalker. It looks like a big fucking moose type thing, right? Like a Wendigo almost, right?
You can't get them either. Either they're a ghost or they're interdimensional, where we're seeing they're passing through. There's so many theories behind it. That's why I love this stuff, because you're never 100% right or wrong about it, and it's so fun to talk about. And you get that knowledge over the years. The more you look at it, and you get these new theories, sooner or later somebody's going to be right. So, but the only problem with that makes me sad is it won't be paranormal anymore. It'll be normal because everybody will agree to it.
I don't want no one to find it, but I smell myself a Moonlight Monster Media movie in the production now.
Nice.
Of some sort of like.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple.
That's fucking actually right, Thomas.
Actually, Steve Ridge got a new mantle today. It's a new take on it. I haven't heard yet. That it And I should really lead with this as a selling point, that it is a confusing film. Somebody told my brother that they were trying to watch it and they couldn't figure out what was going on, what it was about, and they cut it off because they didn't know where it was going, because I guess they didn't understand it wasn't serious. So I was like, wow, my movie confuses people. That's fantastic.
That's the best. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go.
It's confusing. Yeah, I'm working on some stuff now.
There we go.
So he's on a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Nice.
So, Dustin, do you get any questions from me, Thomas? I want you to play host for a minute. Ask us both the question if you want, either one of us.
Yeah, hold on, there was a truck going by. I couldn't hear. Play host? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, ask us what either of us a question, or both of us.
Okay. Man,
you know, 17 people watching.
Yeah. Well, I was just kind of listening. I was just being a good listener.
I asked everybody, all my past guests. Usually I do towards my show. I said, "Ask you play host. Ask me a question, but ask me or Thomas a question."
Okay. Have you? What's a good movie that you've watched lately? Paranormal. Either one of you.
Thomas, you can go first. Real quick though, I just watched the newest Batman with the guy that was in the lighthouse and the one that played in Twilight.
Yeah. Any good?
He just played Batman. It's called The Batman.
Yeah.
Robert
Pattinson. Yeah.
Pattinson. I just watched that on Tubi for free tonight with the Penguin playing almost like a mafia guy. That was pretty fucking good. It's not paranormal. That was good. But go ahead, Thomas. You answer. Paranormal movie.
It's funny that you asked me that question. I do a lot of paranormal. I do a lot of true crime stuff, but
I
don't watch paranormal shows. I watch some of the shows. I don't really watch.
Have you seen the new Exorcist with the two girls that are possessed?
No. I think probably the last thing I saw was actually the Pope's Exorcist. That was probably the last supposed scary movie. But
that's tomorrow night.
I go into this stuff. I've been doing this for so long that I've done house cases where I don't think I could watch a movie that's going to scare me more than what I've seen in my lifetime. So, I guess I'm not entertained by that.
Yeah, I've heard the same way. Yeah. Wow, when you've been through shit, when you've been in a car wreck and homeless and you've seen, dude, one time in Lewiston, Maine, where that big shooting was, I got woken up, that's 10 years ago, by two drunk people outside. They were tearing apart a fucking turtle.
Ugh.
They took them out of the shell and shit right outside my window. I almost wanted to pour hot water on them. And to see them rip apart a turtle out of its shell and the thing die outside my window at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I can watch
that's no good.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah. I should have called the cops. I really should have.
You know what? Don't mess with animals. Don't mess with the animals. They're innocent.
Thank you.
Know?
Thank you. Amen.
They can't protect themselves like, you know, we reason with things and all that, but
I should have dumped hot water
don't mess
on
with
them.
the animals. So,
3-story apartment. I should have dropped fucking weights on their fucking heads. I thought I was dreaming like a nightmare. But the whole thing is once you've done that, you can watch Last House on the Left. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Once you've seen your mom die in front of you, once you've seen your grandfather die in front of you, once you've seen shit, as you guys know, you and I have talked, Dustin, a little bit. You've seen some crazy shit as far as like animals go. We're in your neck of the woods, Virginia, right? You're Virginia?
No, Alabama.
Alabama,
yeah.
Yeah. Am I the farthest away from your clientele?
No, Stacey Johnson, who played Pennywise
California.
in the remake of It. She's in. Oh, Thomas is gone. She's in. He's back.
Oh, I switched.
There we go. She's in Nevada. Where's Stacey Johnson live? Ross Stacey, Nevada.
I think she's in North Carolina.
Okay, I thought it was. Oh, you're right. She's my client. She played Pennywise in the remake of It. Her and Bill Skarsgård, and I think, and Kristen Lee. There's a couple of Ohios. As far as West Coast, no one yet. I'm surprised that I got friends.
Oh, we have, yeah. Well, Michelle Allen's out there, right? So she lives out
in
California.
Marlon Taylor he's working with me. He was in It. He was the black kid in It in the Losers Club, in the original It. I read the book in the original Stephen King movie. He's been on my show. He told me if I hook him up with an event, I'll get like 15%.
He's out in Seattle, isn't he?
I thought I saw a comment about a shirt. I need to make a post soon.
George DaCosta wants to buy a shirt I wore of your shirt.
Yeah, to see who
big
wants
supporter,
it.
George. Big supporter. He sponsored 10 weeks. Cool $100 PayPal. Bink.
George is in Florida, so he's pretty far.
I think I've got one shirt left, and I need to order more. I just haven't had, I kind of just went through them real quick, and I haven't had too many people ask about them. And
Thomas will get one.
Yeah,
Thomas, I tell you, this fucking guy will support everybody in this booking agency and even people not. This guy's got a heart. And if anybody doesn't like Thomas, that's not my problem because he's a good dude. He's
and it's
with nothing but respect. Hotel room paid for in fucking Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Yeah, and
love you, brother.
It's not really about me making money or anything because I really don't make that much off of them. But if somebody's interested enough in what I'm working on, I don't want to disappoint them and make sure that I can get something to them. It's it's not like it's about the money. It's about just I made the product. If people
what a humble crew.
If people think it's cool, I want them to have one. So,
what a humble crew. I tell you, every one of my clients, they almost don't think they're worth it. What do I need a booking agency for? I'm not really, no one wants to see me. I go, you're perfect. That's why. But you all promote yourself. Thomas, you run a big thing with Moonlight Monster Media. Thomas, you're big on TikTok only. I really think you should make an Archangel of the Paranormal page. I almost want to make one for you. I think if you had a Facebook page,
I'm trying to build other stuff, but Charles and I, it's just, I don't know.
But your own thing, Archangel of the Paranormal, Thomas, some sort of page,
Yeah, that would probably be good. I'd probably work on that. I'll probably hit up Melissa to have me build something up and all that because she's so good at that.
Starfine, very good.
She's awesome.
You nailed the nail right on the head a minute ago with putting stuff into a minute's time.
Yeah.
Like when I do my Terror Tuesdays and you try to tell a whole horror story in 1 minute, that's tough.
Dustin, come up to New England. Thomas runs most of New England, and I run Maine. You come up, like I said, I'm working on a client thing. If it's not this year, next year, I just got Donnie in the truck from Pet Cemetery booked. I'm getting like 20%. I'm getting a good deal out of it, put it that way. A lot of people are going to be there. But I have an in now, and I'm starting to talk to these people, and I can get you in. And honestly, dude, Thomas is he's not a one-man show. Charles runs it, but Thomas, dude, you're the workhorse. You fucking know that.
Yeah,
Thomas is the name, you're the workhorse. You're building a name for yourself every day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make
Charles
plans.
go ahead.
No, I was saying I really am trying to make plans. I not reconsider, but consider. You told me about Salem in October.
Yeah.
And I went and talked to my wife.
We can hook you up with a hotel. Thomas knows.
We probably could do that.
Airbnbs, hotels. Thomas knows people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of events coming up in Salem because I know there's the one in October with you, Rachel, all those guys, and all that. Like I said, you got to support everybody. So that's October. I think you guys are doing it, and then Charles and I do the the Salem Paracon Horror Convention. That's in November. It's always the second weekend in November. Because when people come up to Salem, it's so busy.
Real quick, Charles is the first person ever asked me to be a speaker.
Yeah, you can't find a parking place. So we like to do it a couple weeks after Halloween when things start settling down. So you could actually get a hotel that's not too crazy, and you could go eat at a restaurant after the event and have just a nice weekend in Salem with all the history. So that's why we do it when we do it. You know, I think it's the best way to do it. You know, but hey, what do I know? But it's always very successful, and we've had so many great people up there, and it's just. I think I probably had one of the best weekends ever.
There it is.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. That's the last year's poster.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about Salem in October because it didn't seem like it would be as fun because it's so crowded. See, we went in April this time of year.
Yep.
And it's cool and foggy, and the streets were basically empty, and we went anywhere we wanted to, anytime. Had a really good visit. Everybody was really nice there. So I just, I was going to ask you about that because October seems like it would be so busy and so crowded it would almost take the fun out.
Well, yeah, directly right in Salem, but I think there's one of the events that's in October. That's in a town over. That's in the original Salem Village and all that. So that's a different event. That's like new this year and all that, which that should be great. And Charles and I, this is going to be, I think, our fourth year up in Salem. And we have it at the Salem University, so there's always plenty of parking, and we had an Airbnb this year. There was like 7 of us that stayed there. And what a night that was. I mean, it's community. It's getting together, getting to know each other in the paranormal. Yeah, the Salem 7. That's what it's all about. And just getting to see everybody and support the vendors, support the guest speakers and all that, no matter what event it is.
First time I ever drank absinthe.
We're Edgar Allan Poe in it that weekend, So.
So yeah, let me ask if you don't mind to go back a little bit. Salem Village is a whole different place. So what can you tell me about that? What is Salem Village?
Well, Salem Village is where the witch trials actually started. That was Hecuba was in that house, and where the kids started saying, "Hey, she's a witch." She's the only one that actually said that she actually practiced witchcraft, but she wasn't put to death like everybody else. But now that area is like Peabody. It's Peabody, Mass. Now, I think it is. So, and Danvers, I think, is Salem Village. Danvers, Peabody in that area. Yeah.
Danvers is the you can go there. There's a site there, the parsonage, where the Black Witch, Cuba, the African witch. You know what's funny? She admitted to witchcraft. The only one that admitted. She went to jail and she got set free after the trials. Everybody that got hung were white females and white males. The only black girl that got acquitted or lived that admitted. So they weren't racist, and I guess not.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah,
we're talking about Salem right now.
Marblehead.
Yep. We're talking about Salem right now. Everybody talks about Salem. They're saying, the witch trial, Salem. But did you guys know? 45 years before Salem, there was the Connecticut witch trials. The first witch ever put to death in the New World was in Windsor, Connecticut, but it was in Hartford where she was put to death. And her name was Alice Young. And there was 11 witches, supposed witches, put to death here in the state of Connecticut. There was over 36 they tried to convict. 2 of them went through the water torture test. And all
they
that.
dunked him. They put him in a seat and dunked him in the river.
Yeah, they dunked him. But last year, 2023, the court system finally, after over 350 years, exonerated all the witches. So now Charles and I, because of that, and we want to celebrate and give notice to that history, we are doing an event in August, the Connecticut Witch Trial Festival in Hartford on Pratt Street. And we have all the vendors are going to be there. It's free. You come and you get to see all the vendors and speakers talk about the history of it. It's going to be crazy. I mean, it's going to be probably attended by I'm saying we're probably expecting thousands of people. So it's going to be one of those events.
What date is it? October?
What?
October?
Yeah, no, August.
Oh,
August.
sweet.
I think it's the 10th and the 11th of August. It's that weekend.
Dustin,
And,
I love you very much, but don't come to Connecticut, Maine, or Massachusetts between July and fucking October. It's fucking hell. August ain't bad because people are kind of at the beach. But you come in October to Salem, you're looking at a lot of people. But I think, like Thomas said, Connecticut, New Hampshire. New Hampshire's known for Goody Cole. I went to her grave in Portsmouth. She was found guilty. There's a slab there.
Yeah.
Connecticut's got Hannah Crana. It's got a lot of dunking that happened pre-Salem. Then you got Salem, Mass. And you got Maine, where there's fucking witches buried in York. There's another one in Bodenham. Her graves get fucking, and this is no bullshit, in Bodenham. In the North Church it's got trees that completely form a square. Come on. Nature's not that fucking adequate. Something weird's going on.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm not allowed to. But there is a witch kind of theme for the Connecticut Paracon, and those that come and buy a certain ticket are going to find out about it. But I got to keep it secret. So,
well,
of course I called Charles before I came on to make sure what I could give away and can't give away.
Charles left me a voicemail. I'm in cahoots. I'm your client. Charles hasn't paid me, but I work with him. Charles was the first person ever to give me a speaking position in Salem. I got another one coming up with him.
Got your second one coming up too.
Yeah, I got a couple coming up now, which is kind of neat. Yeah, and I'm gonna get my own, and you fuckers are gonna be there too. When I can get one in Maine, a Stephen King filming site where they film Graveyard Shift at the mill. It's America's oldest mill, the woolen mill, 1821 in Harmony, Maine. If I can get up there and get that going and get you guys up there, it'll either be no cost or super cheap.
Oh, that'd be great. But yeah, Dustin, just so you know, the Connecticut Paracon's like after the trolley stuff tomorrow and all that.
I'm going to share that tomorrow.
Connecticut Paracon is July 20th and 21st. And it's going to be at the Baldwin Center in Stratford. It's actually air conditioned. In the first couple of years, we were at a place that wasn't air conditioned. It was just crazy.
It's fucking hot in the summer in New England, brother.
So it's going to be air conditioned, and we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just so you know, some of the guests we're going to have are mind blowing, and I can't tell you yet who they are. It'll come. I know Adam knows a couple of them. But
Charles wants to get Donnie.
We can't tell you anything right now, so don't say anything.
Maybe. We're talking. We're family. We talk about a lot. And Dustin, I'm gonna get your fucking ass up here because you're a director. Dustin plays on Tubi. That's worth a fucking autograph.
Oh God, yeah.
$25 for autograph. Look at that face. Dustin, what's your next production? You got anything?
He's got a badass beard.
Film?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Hold on.
About hot. You're in the snow right now, right? Did you see when I first turned on the feed how green?
Fucking snow.
Did you see how green my background was? Like,
Dustin, I can't hear you. You're losing connection. Hey, Jim Brown and Don Brown live in Stowe, Maine. Don Brown used to babysit for some of the Stephen King's family. They donated a lot of money to me when I died in an accident. Got money. Long story short, Jim's working in Maine. Don's not. Tombstone Paranormal. Hey, sweetie, how are you, Don? Hey, Mama.
Jim might actually be home.
Oh, awesome.
You came on earlier, but you left. I'm sorry. We're going into 2 hours. You guys don't mind, right?
Oh, no. I'm good. I don't have to work tomorrow until 7 o'clock when we do the Trolley Museum ghost hunt. So
check that out in Connecticut, guys. If you're there, it's worth it. Come on the crazy train. Connecticut train. Dawn,
going off the rails on the crazy trolley.
What?
Yeah, we did. We've got, I don't know, like 2 feet.
You got 2 feet already?
Yeah, would. So it slowed down, I don't know, a while ago. About, I don't think we're getting, I mean, I haven't looked out the window again, but I don't know if we're getting any more or not. It slowed down. It might be raining. I'm not even sure what's happening out there at the moment.
I'm glad I got 7 beers, a loaf of bread, and 8 joints because I won't be going to work tomorrow either.
Well, I left to go to work today, so my job never closes down. They've closed down once. And
they wanted you in? There's 18 accidents in this county.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all over the place. So
3 people died tonight. 3 people went off the road tonight.
Oh, yeah. They ended up closing the shop, which is the second time in their existence that they've closed it. So.
Wow.
You got a baby boy and girl to fucking worry about. Well, plus Jim.
Well, yeah, you said baby, so. I just heard it.
Oh, burn.
I just heard
it was cool because I remember during the podcast, you guys invited me to Bridgeton Academy, or not Bridgeton Academy, Bridgeton Historical Society. We talked about not the Wendigo. What's that cat? The Bandanook or something? Some wild cat? And you guys let me broadcast there live. I bought some barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's at the Historical Society. Yeah, that was at.
It was like wild cat though, like a panther. Remember Gene Tewksbury was. There you go. That was it right there. That was it. You were him. Fucking problem solved. You're welcome.
Dustin's coming through, baby. Got the panther
it's the
head.
legend of something. I don't really know. The what? Come here. I can't hear you from over there. Woofaboomus. Adam. Woofaboomus.
Yes. I had the barbecue sauce. It was some wild cat seen in Bridgeton, Maine, which is the border.
Hey, everybody.
Jim, you son of a gun.
You know,
Jim, I love you.
Think they saw.
We love you too, man.
No, I'm serious. I can't thank you enough. When no one knew me and I died in that car, and I look and you helped me get a car, you helped me get on my feet. I went from homeless to hopeful, and I'll never forget that, man. I appreciate you and Dawn immensely. I give you both a kiss right now.
Pleasure.
Good peeps. Good peeps. Yeah.
And then, of course, look where I am at now, and I got Dustin and Thomas, y'all, Tombstone Paranormal. You've been quiet for a little bit. I understand you just had a little band. You're obviously busy, but you're still keeping up with beautiful sunsets, mountain shots, snow, and, of course, tombstones. You guys go around cemeteries left and right. You love to you like Thomas and even Dustin. You guys dig deep. You don't just go to a cemetery and go, look, tombstones. You actually look and say, who was there? What year was it made? Why is it popular? Right?
Yep.
You're all about the history, Jim.
I love it.
Trying not to fall over.
I'm trying not to fall into this heater over here and burn my ass.
He just been working his ass off all day, not to mention driving home in this shit show. Father and stepfather extraordinaire. He's got Don's crazy ass keeping him busy, so that's good. Don's a wild shit, so that's good. I love you guys out there in Stoneman. You guys live right by where King lives now, out there by not Corneth. What the fuck's the name of that town?
Lovell.
East Level by the fair. He was at the fair. You guys know me. You always follow me. He doesn't live in Bangor anymore, Adam. I go, I know, but it's his house. Quiet. I'm hopeful. I don't know. I saw his brother, I think. So, Jim, while we got you guys on, it's been a long time. I got to get you and Dawn back on. Are you familiar with Thomas and Dustin whatsoever? Moonlit Monster Media? Archangel Paranormal?
Oh, yeah. I follow their stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I always see Jim on there. He's always on the TikTok and all that. He likes the stuff and all that.
I do.
They're fantastic. I love Dustin's stuff. You guys are all fantastic. And
Jim's a watcher. There's co-host Diego. We gotta get Jim on there. Jim, I gotta get you and you've been on there. I got them on there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you guys already been on there.
Yeah.
Jim's been around.
Yeah, that's
Jim
what
likes
I
it.
heard.
Jim likes boobs.
He's been around.
Jim likes podcasts. I mean,
Right.
I love you. I love Dawn. Don't be shy. I've seen your pictures, for Christ's sake.
What?
oh Jesus!
Oh hey,
I was wondering, Dustin, where in Alabama do you live? What's that?
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, because back, being a demo singer in Nashville, I write songs and all that. And one of the guys I wrote songs with quite a bit lives in Bessemer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not too far away. It's 40 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Because I was wondering, because that's my time. My brother used to live in Montgomery when he first got out of college and worked for GE down there. And then he moved back up this way. So, yeah.
That's a
wow.
Yeah.
Fucking A. So between you and Diego, you guys get the South. Thomas and half of my other clients got Connecticut and the mid-coast. You're out of here? Yeah,
I gotta go.
You're so
2 hours anyway, but
he's
Jim
not
Brown,
out of here. He'll be back in. He go.
All right, we can go a couple more minutes.
We have some
bit
trees
of
now.
time.
The one's
We're
about
talking
to fall
about
on the
10 people
car, so he's moving the truck to get so that.
Dawn, what's one of your favorite cemeteries? You guys do a shit ton in New England. You guys do a lot in New Hampshire and Maine. There's a lot of local ones you guys got. Is there any sort of lore you guys got? Any sort of like weird fucking entity that's buried or person by you?
Did you say me? Sorry.
Well, the Western Maine part where you're at. Do you guys? You guys live by like the guy that went to the North Pole first, Admiral Perry. He's from that
we live,
area.
like,
I stayed at his bed and breakfast. Me and Heather did on Christmas Eve, the year my mom died. She got me a thing there. And the girl's like, you got the whole place to yourself. He went to the North Pole first, and his wife died there. It's in Freiburg, Maine, Admiral Perry Inn. Have you guys been to his grave or anything around there? I haven't gone to it yet.
So no, we have not.
You've been to a shit ton of cemeteries, Dawn.
Yeah, so I mean, we have a favorite little tiny cemetery that we go to quite often. It's Tollbridge Cemetery, and it's in Lovell. Well, it's actually like I don't know if that's still Freiburg or not, but we go there a lot. There's one right in Freiburg that's right behind the library. That's kind of a cute little one. And then there's like the big pine tree cemetery that's got like a lot of the founding families in Freiburg that are right there. But
Revolutionary War type people. Freiburg's right on the cusp of North Conway, New Hampshire, which is right there by Mount Washington, which is where the sun's first seen in America. That's a fact. And it's where the coldest is. And fucking that's loaded with lore, right? Native Americans.
So there's actually like it's called Battleground Road, and there's like a little we were gonna do a podcast on it. We haven't done that yet, but there's a little memorial type of thing, and it's about like the Native Americans and like they all died there. But it's actually a really interesting story. It's just this tiny little rock there now that kind of just like their memorial, and it's questioned like the actual dates and stuff like that. But it's a pretty interesting story. So Jim likes to go there a lot. It's literally like just a stone throw away. But yeah, I think we did. I think he did a TikTok on it. He's on TikTok. I'm not. So I don't know.
I would say he's the teeny bop, not you. I noticed that. But he posts good shit. If it's not the kids, it's cool moonlight. See, but that's what I think about you. When I cut you off, but you, Jim, Dustin, and even Thomas, you guys all. It's not just boogity boogity. It's really respectful. Thomas, Dustin, you believe in that stuff? I mean, obviously, we're built on natives, right?
Yeah,
this is native land,
especially here. My uncle,
West Virginia, or North Carolina,
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, he lives.
Fucking ain't one of you.
Yeah, he lives about a mile from me, and he finds arrowheads and artifacts all the time. So yeah, actually, in town, the oldest cemetery we have has a Revolutionary soldier's grave, even here in Alabama, which it wasn't even a state yet. I saw that when I was doing some video, and maybe last month we were like, "Hey, look over here." I mean, obviously there's Civil War, World War II graves, but then we found this Revolutionary War grave and some Irish immigrants. So even here in Tuscaloosa, which is a native name, name of the city, Tuscaloosa, was named after Chief Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
This whole country is Indian land. The whole United States is Indian land, so you can't go anywhere.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet Connecticut, Maine, Ohio, full of them.
Fucking Nova Scotia. You go a little bit north of Maine, St. George, Montreal. Shit's went down. You think we're the first ones here? No, man. There's been some shit. And all these lores, Wendigo started from Bigfoot. Where Dawn lives, Freiburg, North. You think she's the first one to live in that area? Come on now. And King lives in Lovell. Dawn knows how much I got a hard on for King. You know I love King. Dawn, you're kind of familiar with the family. You know where his stomping grounds live in Lovell. You know where his daughter Naomi, she's a lesbian and a priestess, right? I believe, or she's some sort of religion leader.
She's a pastor.
Pastor, yeah. Mm-hmm. She didn't write like the other two sons did, but as you know, I'm all about his places and stuff. Yep. So that kind of thing. Maine's cool. For those that haven't come to Maine, what would you suggest besides wearing warm clothing? Like, would you suggest coming to Maine for anything? Fucking snow.
Yeah, it's funny. My friends were just talking about visiting, and they're like, "When's the best time?" I'm like, well, like mid-July to like end of October. There's like a short
Catch the
period.
foliage, put some
Yeah.
s'mores, and get the fuck out because snows are coming, or it's going to be below zero. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're pretty lucky here in Maine. It's like beautiful. We have the best of both worlds. We have the ocean close enough. We have the mountains.
I thought you were gonna start singing "God Bless America."
Oh, shut up, Steve.
There's the sexy beast. What's up, Mr. Brown? Jim Brown. I love you, man. We get to do some. I get to actually meet you in person, like Thomas. First time I met Thomas off the elevator, Mohegan Sun. He buys me a shot. Like the Warren Con. Me and Dustin gonna meet, but now there's no Jim or Dawn. They both gone. Oh, there's Dawn.
No, I'm here.
So you're full-time parents. You guys got kids. You're juggling them. Of course, Missy Lothrop. I'm going to be at the Florentine Fest in Sanford. I think you guys are going to be there with Jean Tewksbury. You guys know Jean Tewksbury, International Cryptozoology? Yeah.
We've talked about her. Yeah, I'm friends with her on Facebook.
She was on co-host Diego's show.
She is. Her and Diego are in my next movie. It's his excerpts from his show, but I talked to him. Obviously, he was cool with it. We talked to her, and she gave the okay. So I've actually got a scene edited already. It's probably 5 to 6 minutes. It'll probably be split into 2 different parts. But yeah, they heavily contributed to my most recent project, and I'm really excited. It was really cool of them to do that too. This time around, I've really had to reach out to people I don't know. Steve's Ridge was just family members and friends, but doing a legit, documentary was going to take going outside and finding real witnesses. And I was going to try to keep it centered in the state of Alabama, but it ended up expanding. So now I've got to change the name, and I haven't decided what to name it yet, but it'll probably be in 2 volumes. Part 1 will be, Bigfoot and Panthers. So it'd be like Bigfoot, big cats or something. And then part 2 is going to be ghosts, paranormal and UFO type stuff, probably. I've got a few paranormal investigations recorded, which turned out better than I expected, since I didn't expect anything going into it. It didn't really look for it, but that'll probably be the second part, though, even though I think it'll probably be the better. Not saying what everyone's contributed to what I've done isn't good, but the evidence is a little more solid on my end in the second installment. Because, I went out, did like some Bigfoot research, but, the paranormal, I've got EVPs and whatnot. That was a little more. There was a little more to that side of it.
Well, like I said, to have a movie on Tubi and different platforms, I love Tubi. TUBI. It's a free network. Like Netflix. Yeah. That's great.
It was certainly a goal. It was a goal. I was like, let's see if I can make a movie and just see how far it goes. And it was like, what
me and having a bake, smoked a big old joint, watch it. She goes, "Is this for real? Because it's funny, but it's legit and it's pretty deep about the Bigfoot thing. It's pretty cool."
It didn't have anything to do with me. It was Thomas Markham at Zombie Media is the distributor, and he's the one that really he let me, send it to him. We made a deal, and he got it distributed. So I didn't do it. I just made the film, but he got it. He got it where it's at. So that's awesome.
Check it out. Moonlit Monster Media, man. Check out Dustin Grammer. This dude's cool. And you had a couple scenes in it. We talked a couple weeks ago. And real quick, I want to plug because my computer's going to fucking die. So we got a little bit more minutes left. But I want to share this real quick. This is Dawn and Jim Brown's team on Facebook. Once it decides to load, there we go. Tombstone Paranormal. Check them out. You guys know we just saw the Moonlit Monster Media. Look at that. Smoky Mountain. That's right up your area. Moonlit Monster Media. Look at them sharing my stuff left and right. Look at that. They're all about sharing my shit. We got to get Dawn and Jim. John and Jim have been on a lot of shows with my clients and stuff.
They were on I listened to the Diego episode with Tombstone, right? I know I listened to a podcast. I couldn't remember if it was Adam or Diego, and I really enjoyed the episode. I don't know if you had followed my page or I followed yours right after, but it was right there at the same time, and it was a very informative episode. I listened to it driving to go pick my kids up and really enjoyed it.
You always support Diego. And That's cool. That's cool. Jim's good people. Jim's one of those people who get your back. Right now it's hard because in Maine, between the snow and the weather and work, we ain't doing shit. We do have off season. But trust me, this summer now the kids are getting older. He's gonna be out there with the kids rubbing down graves at tombstones, doing TikTok. So check him out.
Yeah. They've been in the
of course,
cemeteries.
Dustin on Monster Media doing more shit. You come to England, dude. You got me. You got Jim and Don. We'll make it worth it. Thomas is right in Connecticut. We got all of New England covered. And of course, wherever you're in neck of the woods, we'll check you out too. We're gonna go around the room real quick. Dustin, where can people find your Moonlit Monster Media and can find Steed's Reg?
Okay, so right now you can mostly find me, especially on Facebook. I'm most active there under Dustin Grammer, but I'm trying to. Obviously, I had my Facebook account way longer, was doing reels and doing music videos and got more followers there. But I'm trying to transition anyone who's interested in my paranormal work or what I'm kind of into now to move over to the Moonlight Monster Media page. Because I'm trying to separate, because I know there's people on my regular Facebook that are probably getting tired of seeing Bigfoot and stuff, and not everybody's into that. So I'm trying to move all my weird stuff over onto the other side. And then there, I'm Moonlight Monster Media on TikTok. I don't have much there. Instagram, I'm Dustin Grammer. Steed's Ridge is on Zombie Media's video on demand. It is also on Tubi right now. And if you watch it, you're going to be confused and have to figure out, apparently, is this real? Is it funny? What's going on here?
I want to get a hard copy and get you to sign it. It's pretty dope. You
Yeah,
sent me a T-shirt. You sent me a mug. You sent me stickers. I got a bunch of shit from you. I get that care package from you. The coffee mug was on you. I got the T-shirt. I got the stickers. I appreciate you. That was cool.
There are DVDs right here too.
Well, you forgot to send me that, so I want to order one of them so you can sign it.
All right.
Attaboy. You're a supporter, Diego. You're a supporter of so many people. And I want to get you out there because you have a great eye with that and directing shit, a great sense of humor. You play a mean guitar. And the world needs to know Dustin Grammer because you're a good shit and you're very humble.
If I could, I don't want to take away from anybody else's time, but man,
see,
if people support you, you should try to give back. It's not all about you. And some people are, they'll take it and run, and you never see anything come back from it. And I'm just, if I latch on to a group and start following them and get supportive and they're responsive to me, I'm going to hang in there. Diego's a really cool guy. We talk almost every week. And he helped me out, with my recent project. So I'm there for him too.
You're a good dude. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon. We'll get you back on this copy on YouTube tomorrow, and we'll talk soon. Be good, all right? I appreciate your time, Dustin. Thank you.
All right. See you.
We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thomas, any last words? Where can people find you, my glorious weirdo? TikTok, all that good shit.
I got them all over the place. So, Facebook.
I shut the fuck out of them. You know that.
I know. I love it. Thomas Patrick Gormley on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I am the Archangel of the Paranormal. I am also the shaman for the Shaman and the Showman LLC, promotional group, events, everything like that. Of course, tomorrow, the Haunted Trolley. Still, I think there's a couple tickets left. If you still want to jump on that, just go to Connecticut Paracon at gmail.com. You could still get some tickets. Of course, the Connecticut Paracon is going to be July 20th, 21st. And the weekend right after the Connecticut Paracon, after we have all our great guests, we'll have the Psychic Fair Fest at the Dudleytown Brewery, which is the weekend right after the Connecticut Paracon. We have other psychic fairs coming up. We're still trying to get that stuff signed. But, of course, the Salem Paracon is always the second weekend of November. That's always a big one, too, the Horror Fest, everything. I'm also appearing at a lot of events. I'll be at Wilson Castle a couple times. Once has an event, and the other one has the Castle Paracon or the Castle Con. That's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of great people there. That's run by the Haunted Mafia, Third Eye Productions. And my friend Larissa, she's great.
You're correct.
And, also, I'll be at the USS Salem, so I'll be appearing there. Any podcast, anything like that. whether, Charles and I will be doing a lot of promotions. We'll be on a lot of podcasts, some true crime podcasts, some paranormal podcasts, monster, but whatever we got to be on, whoever's going to take us with our backgrounds. So.
You're a workhorse, brother.
Yeah, I don't sleep.
Follow Nack on NATTCONN as well. Thomas Patrick Gormley on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, fucking you name it. I mean, he's on Instagram, YouTube. Glorious Weirdos, Tuesday Morning Serial. Follow Historically Haunted Booking, by the way. We share the fuck out of his stuff. He's a client of ours. You want him on your podcast, you know what to do. Thomas, you've been on for 2 hours straight. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now.
Hey, our talks through Messenger, texting, I appreciate you being a friend in real life. Thank you.
Yeah, but dude, you know, you're my pal. I love you, dude. So you're the best.
Say bye to Jim Brown.
Jim and Dawn, you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your friendship.
Yeah, no problem. We appreciate you.
Right. We'll talk soon, Thomas.
All right, have a good night.
All right, take care, guy.
Jim, I want to end the show a couple more minutes with you. We can go in 2 hours and a half. I don't give a shit. We'll go a couple more minutes. It's been a while, and I want to get you and Dawn on at a time where Jim's not working, so we can come on and enjoy it for an hour and a half, maybe on a weekend. You guys mean a lot more to me in real life between helping me, I'll never forget that, and then inviting me to go to the British Academy, going there, the whole thing. You guys have reached out to me in real life, and you've been nothing but great. And we've had mutual friends, we have mutual enemies, whatever. But we comes down to it. Heather thinks the world of both of you. We love the videos with you and your kids. And shit, man.
There's a lot more of those lately than anything paranormal or.
Yeah. Dawn, I don't know how you do it. You're a hardworking chick. You get two babies, I mean, she's growing up big time, and I get it. She's the bigger sister. Yeah. But the little boy's a handful. And, of course, Jim, he works fucking full-time, so it's rough. But
oh, don't let it fool you that she's big. She's a handful still, too.
Yeah, she's got a lot of pride being a bigger sister. I see the pictures. She loves baby brother, but of course. Yeah.
5 going on
30.
Something 20.
Like that. Oh,
20.
Yeah. She's
21.
She's special.
It's good times. So I mean, what's up? Samai was on earlier. She's a fellow client. Samai's Golden Pyramid, Connecticut. Brandon Stack Show tonight. Yes, awesome. We're gonna end it with Dawn and Jim Brown, which is rather fitting. Heather and I think the world of Jim. I think you guys were like our 5th or 6th ever episode back in like 3 years ago. So what do you guys got? Anything planned for this year? You guys do the 14 Fest with Missy Lothrop?
We haven't been. My work schedule is kind of fucked up. I work all Saturdays unless I take vacation.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I work in like mental health field
for children.
Yep, and
good man.
So I have like wonky hours for that kind of stuff, but I want to go this year. We do
and
a lot.
It's a good one to take the kids too because they have their
they have their kids in there
with their yeah
absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's
too early to tell. To be announced.
Parafest, Maine.
That's the one we try to do a lot just
to support like Travis, Hartford, and Toby, because they're good people.
I like the Hartford. I'm friends with Travis. Yep. Located in Lost, right? He deals with missing case files and shit.
Yeah. And I was able to be on a panel at their Paracon a couple of years ago. A paranormal panel, which was pretty fun. Matt Warner was there too.
As being associated with you, I can get you to the Salem Paracon. I can get you maybe to the Bangor Artist Con or something, shit like that. I'm willing to work with you guys. I'll send you some dates after this. See what you're up to. Obviously, it's too early to tell, but maybe this October if you can find a sitter or if the kids can come. If it's PG, I don't see why not. Right?
Salem one would be fun.
Yeah, the Salem one would be great.
But so it's knowing so far ahead of time because
people are never not in costume. No one's walking around with eyeballs sticking out. It's not graphic. You know what I mean? It's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the kids fucking right. I mean, they know what you guys do for the most part. But the little girl knows you guys are kind of into ghosts, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've both been into a couple of cemeteries with us during daytime, just looking around and whatever. To them, they're just looking at things, and to us, we're doing some stuff.
That's cool, though. Yeah,
Emery always just says that we're at their what did she say? They're all sleeping.
Yeah, they're all sleeping.
So she kind of knows. She knows what it's about, so to speak. She knows. Right.
She recently lost a little friend of hers.
Oh.
So she I think she thinks about it a lot more often. But no, we haven't really been going to a lot of just because they're wild and crazy and not like normal.
Well, we've had some like personal, like my father got brain cancer, which was a quick thing.
Oh man, so sorry.
And that was like in June, and then he passed away August 1st.
That's right.
And my mother's been battling throat cancer for like almost 5 years now, actually.
Yeah.
And I bring her to chemo. She goes to chemo every 3 weeks. So.
Oh, that's not easy.
Yeah, I bring her there.
So there's just been a lot of stuff.
She's been super busy and preoccupied with that kind of deal for a while, but I mean, we still are like planning on doing stuff, and we wanted to go out to Ohio. I want to go to Bel Air House.
Ooh.
Which is right around the corner. It's right around the
on
corner.
TikTok. You still got pictures of
I
there's the moon, different shit, Jim. You still keeping. I mean, we'll get. Yeah, I get you. Life's hectic. Being a young couple, so to speak, with young kids, it's fucking
young.
I can't imagine. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine. How old's the youngest one? He's what?
2.
2.5.
2.5.
Okay, that's still rough. That still keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, no doubt.
But you find some peace. Of course, with the Maine weather, it's supposed to be mid-spring, and we got 1.5 feet of snow, 2 feet of snow. Good times.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Bullshitting? Are you being serious?
Well, no, I hate the shit. I was ready for summer like a month ago.
I love it too. In February, not in goddamn April.
Right.
It's almost March, bro.
Right, absolutely.
No, it's almost. No, honey, it's April, not March.
Oh, I mean May. It's almost May. You're right. Sorry, Don. I smoked half a joint and I've had 3 beers. All right. You're right. You're right. Everything's mixed up. When you guys gonna come up and visit me? Spend the night on my couch when you kid free one night or something.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
I love to do a Foxcroft.
That's the other part is we don't really have people around close enough. Jim's family. Jim's the youngest, so it's hard. We don't really have anybody. My aunt and the uncle are like the closest people to us.
So
we don't really have.
No one can ever
anybody
watch her
to
daughters.
watch the
No one can
children.
ever. Yeah. No one can ever. Take
And
your
that's
daughters.
another thing that makes it hard for us because we don't have.
We
don't have sitters. Milton's
babysitting resources.
Milton's only spent the night away twice. And my aunt and uncle have taken him. They're the only people that
have done it.
And it was, I think one night was okay. The first night was really hard. He never slept. Like he cried all night long.
He's getting older though. I mean.
So yeah. So they, that's the other thing. We just don't have people.
What about? Okay, well, hear me out. What about a campsite and you brought them with you? Could they camp out in a tent? You think?
Oh yeah, they love to camp. Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get an event in Harmony. You know where that is. You guys are there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Bartlett Yarns Mill is. That's where they shot Graveyard Shift with King with the rats and bats. So I'm trying to get a convention there, and there's a campground nearby because there's not exactly hotels until you get to Bangor. You know that. So I'm like, well, if we get a campsite rented out, we can get some vendors there. I mean, to try it out.
Yeah.
We can talk about later.
Campgrounds are great places. Are great places to do events like that.
I think so. And it reads out the wannabes to the real deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys know what's up.
Yeah.
They give me another 8 minutes. I can go till 9:30, which is fucking 2.5 hours. It's killer. It's been a client free for all, so I expected it. Had a lot of people jump on it first. Obviously, Jim, you're on TikTok. You're both on Facebook, Tombstone Paranormal. Let me bring that on real quick.
Yeah, we just started like YouTube, but haven't really done a lot just because of the things that have been going on with the folks that slowed us down a little bit.
I don't care. Yeah, I have nothing but respect for you. What's up, Thomas? Thank you for checking in. I'm going to be in soon. I got to go take a piss here. I've been drinking like beer. The paranormal is good, though.
About, the battleground area and like that story. I was telling them that we were going to do a podcast about it. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, yeah. About the battleground in Freiburg with John Lovewell, which is where Lovewell Pond is named after. And that whole piece that went on from like what's now Ossipee, New Hampshire, all the way through, coming up through the river and into where Freiburg currently is. And there was a big battle in that area, and it was again with Abenakis. And it was basically a slaughter, pretty much. And with his people, he lost like 39 people in that particular battle. But the thing is, I was going to do something on it. What was it, 250th anniversary or something like that?
Yeah.
And we were going to like do a podcast about that, but Don dug in a little bit deeper on it. And the actual day wasn't like May 8th. It was May 9th.
Or there's confusion around the date.
Right. And this is the reason why. There was a scalping there, and the person that scalped one of the natives happened to be a reverend. To come down on him, so they changed the date of that event to the 8th, which at that time was Saturday. So it's kind of a bunch of different like scenarios around that story, but that's pretty much, they changed the date because the guy that did some killing and scalping was a reverend. What? But he was in the military too, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
they did what they felt they needed to do, and obviously the Abenakis were trying to save their land and didn't want to, people are coming in to take all their shit. So
wow.
But they have that little monument right there, and they have a brief little piece of the story and all the people that lost their lives that were there. And
it's the Battle of the Pocket.
Yep. It's an interesting story. It's a pretty lengthy read and whatever, but we were going to do a podcast we started, but then all kinds of shit was starting to go down. So that got thrown on the back burner like a lot of different things. But
you started to be fantastic. You guys do your shit. I would promote the hell out of it.
We're starting to roll slowly, and we'll get back up to full speed again, and start putting podcasts out, start getting more like TikTok crap going down and YouTube stuff. And
He'll do TikTok.
I do TikTok. She doesn't. I don't mind it. I don't give a shit.
Hey, I always repost. I always reshare your shit. The full light moon thing, even sit with the baby boy. You and me, man. I got your back, both your backs.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Couple minutes left to go, so people can find you guys. Like I said, on Facebook, you're gonna have stuff coming out. Obviously, follow Historically Haunted Booking. If you guys want Jim and Don on your show, I'll give them a couple other podcasts. I think Tim Shaw wants you guys on. I'll get you some updates on that, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I think we might get spring in Maine, maybe some summer. I don't know.
That'd be great.
We'll see what happens. Real quick before we go, I got one more question for you. In Freiburg, what's that monument on the mountain? In the big rock mountain in Freiburg. Is that a thing for fucking
Jockey Cap?
Huh?
Jockey Cap. It just shows like it's just the mountain ranges that are up there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually facing them.
He discovered them first?
I don't know the story. I honestly don't know the story of Jockey Cap.
Huh.
No idea. It's cute. It's a cute little hike.
Yeah.
Emery loves.
There's an Admiral Perry. There's an Admiral Perry monument, and then of course there's his house, the B&B, where me and Heather stayed.
Right. Yep.
He found he went to the first one to go to the Arctic Circle, I believe. First one to go to the North Pole. Took him fucking like 8 tries. He went with some Eskimos. He went to Bowdoin College. Big. He went with Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, his wife died in that house. Big thing. But I knew they had a monument on the mountain. I'd go by to the gas station. I'd see people on the fucking mountaintop on the left. I go, what the fuck's up there?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, and it's that's a cute little hike. It's really pretty much anybody could do it.
Yeah.
It's like a 5 to 7
The
minutes.
public then.
Yeah, it's about 5 to 7 minutes to the top.
I'll do that this summer then.
Yeah.
Get you guys up. We'll go down and have a barbecue. Go stalk King's house. Go walk on the mountain or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until then, we'll get you guys back on. I want to have a full hour with you guys. Jim, thank you for coming on, you sexy beast.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You bastard. I love you guys. I would do anything. I always tell you guys have been so kind to me between the events and everything else. So yeah, until next time, you got any questions for me? Anything before we go?
No, I think I'm good for right now, bud.
Okay.
I think it just.
We'll talk soon. We talk on Facebook a lot. We talk. You guys got my number and shit. So this will be up on YouTube tomorrow. Tombstone, just like it sounds, paranormal. Dawn and Jim Brown, good people. Historically, the Vodcast. This is the premiere episode, season 4, sponsored by Donnie Green, the red truck driver in Pet Cemetery that killed Gage. Get that baby. Appreciate you, Donnie, very much so, man. We'll get you in the truck out with some conventions this year. Tombstone Paranormal, Dawn and Jim Brown. Love you guys.
Good night, Adam.
Good night.